Fam, what is up with the squad? You know what it is. Now what? Such your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Welcome to ACI TV. We doing what?
You rocking with your
Let's
fam.
go. Let's go. Get the opera out.
Opera in the
The
morning
opera out.
feels
What's
good.
up,
Feels
nephew?
good.
What's up, nephew? Let me
Listen,
say this too. Memorial Day. Shout out to the veterans, all of the people that
yes.
serve. Shout out to my grandfather, retired command sergeant major, did 32 years in the
Mm,
army. So
yep.
shout out to
My uncles,
all
my
of the vets.
cousins. It's so many of them in the army or navy or the air force. It's too many to talk, but just give love to all of them. They served our country. They're one of the reasons why this country still stands today because of their service. So shout out to
Shout
all of
out
them.
to the vets and to those that they gave their life in pursuit of this thing, man. Just shout out
Hmm.
and appreciation. Shout out and appreciation. Now we got that out the way. Now we got that out the way. Oh, let's get to Monday, baby. It's Monday at 2:00. Y'all know what it is. Y'all favorite guilty pleasure on Mondays at 2:00. Now, what? The sound off. Yeah. Harold Williams, new member. Appreciate you, fam. Pharaoh X. CC's out for 2 weeks. CC's out for 2 weeks. The WNBA is gonna look. We're gonna see what this looks like for 2 weeks. We gonna see what this looks like for 2 weeks. What Indiana looks like over 2 weeks without her. But today, I really want to talk about. I really want to give a shout out. No games today. No games today. So I really want to just talk about like the teams that the preseason chatter really didn't talk about, right?
Right.
Nobody was really expecting these squads to do anything. And one of the squads that I'm going to talk about, the Connecticut Sun, I know they ain't won nothing, but y'all didn't expect them to play as hard as they played either, right?
No. Mm-mm.
So let's talk about them. The Mystics, the Connecticut Sun, the Atlanta Dream, the Golden State Valks, they scrappy. They fighting. Kelsey Plum cooked Reese. Was Angel Garden Kelsey
She switched on her, but Kelsey was
for the whole
supposed to
game?
go. No, she didn't guard her the whole game.
Okay.
They're talking about that one clip where she scored on her and did the too small.
Oh yeah, she hit her with the too small. She
Right.
hit her with the too small.
I
They
mean,
had
it
a good game.
happens. Right.
If you hoop,
Yeah.
you're gonna get scored.
Yeah. Everybody
Not the whole game.
does.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay, she had a good highlight on her. All good.
Yeah.
Emily, what's happening?
Everybody get a highlight on them. I mean,
Political
you're
Lil.
not playing ball if that don't happen.
Oh yeah. If you play defense, you're gonna get dunked on.
Yes.
If you play hoop, you're gonna get scored on. Happy Memorial Day
Mhm.
to all my military people. You got the people going 0-4.
Emily.
I don't think I don't think the Fever go 0-4 without
No,
CC.
I think the Fever are going to be fine. They're going to win games. I think they're going to be able to run a more complete offense now, and see a lot of Kelsey Mitchell during this stretch. Watch how she balls out. Because I think people forget about Kelsey. I don't know why. Kelsey in this offense, for some reason, she's being iced out. I don't know why. I predicted this before the season, that her and Dwyane Wade would probably have the hardest time in this offense because they're two players who need the ball in their hand to get something going. So if you got a player dominating the ball 90% of the time, which she does, have no issue with it, CC can play, you're going to ice out a lot of other ISO scorers or a lot of other ISO shooters. So like I
So
said, they'll be fine. AB to me is an MVP conversation to me. And I think she's gonna show all of y'all that she's that girl, that she's her. Because y'all been forgetting about her the past 2 years, and we gotta stop with that. AB might be the best 5 in the league. Like seriously, I think she's probably up. She's up there. She next to JJ.
Yeah, John Quill number one. John
Yeah,
Quill been
JJ
there.
won, but
I hate to say it.
yeah,
I hate to say
JJ
it. I'm
won.
not
Yeah,
even a John Quill fan, but
yeah,
John Quill,
won, but she's
he won.
right there. She's right
What up,
there.
Darnell? Oh, absolutely. AB up there. AB's up there. Hey, more, what's happening? We was just rewatching a game too. Yeah, AB been that girl top 5. Yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
think I also feel like the Fever players themselves, right?
Yeah,
is like we don't want to hear that y'all can't win without CC shit. Just the pride of just being a pro, right? I don't listen.
exactly.
I'm coming on demon time. You just got your book. Let's go. I'm coming on demon time. Try to go 4-0 while she's not out there.
Yes.
While she's not out there, like especially for the talent that you brought in there, Dwyane Bonner. You
There's
got.
no excuses, Auntie. Auntie, just be honest. It's no excuses.
There's
You
no
you
excuse.
were
I don't know who
your
they. I don't know
your
who they play.
your championship or bust. We've seen when
They are
Michael
championship or
Jordan.
bust. I agree.
We've seen players go down. Point guard went down. Did they get the Aces any credit? No. They
No.
said y'all better win, right? The Storm, they're shocking everybody this season. They lost Jewel Lloyd. Everyone said, "Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing." They're playing good. So I don't want to hear this excuse. Like you got to go play. Stephanie White, y'all keep telling me is the best coach in the league or best coach hire in the league. So you got to put up a shut up. Like you're not getting no love over here. Y'all not giving anybody else any grace. So we're not going to give you grace. Come out here, ball out, win these games, stay in championship or playoff contention, and do your thing until she get back.
I don't
That's
know.
all I want to hear.
Sydney Johnson might be the best offseason hire.
I think so too. I
Sydney
think
Johnson
so
may end up
too.
being best
I
offseason
think so
hire.
too. Yeah, I think so
If
too.
they keep playing the way that they are. This was
Because Kiki was going at it with AT. Like, and she got that skull on AT and barked back. Look, listen,
so,
Sydney got them girls playing.
listen, they got them playing without fear and just hooping.
Yeah.
Like they ain't got nothing to lose. It's balls to the walls, right? So
Yeah.
run them likes up, y'all. Look, I don't want to be here. I don't want to hear it. Get it done. Okay, yeah, AB. That's what I'm saying. I don't see the Indiana Fever beating the Washington Mystics.
I
You
don't
don't think
know
they
that.
beat them
I think
on
they
Wednesday?
could. Fever got a good team, man. And listen, AB and Natasha finna go to work these next games. And then Kelsey Mitchell to me is gonna close. And Dwyane Bonner, we're gonna see if she's done or she's not done. Are you done? Or are you just starting? Like, what is it? Because you've been looking terrible the past 4 games. Now it's time for you to show, look, I could play. So that's what I'm trying to see from Dwyane Bonner, and I'm trying to see from Natasha Howard. You know, look, you talk about you want to be in the MVP conversation. That's what you said before the season. I didn't put these words in your mouth. Now you got to step up with AB. You got to be consistent. You can't have 2 games you look like Tarzan, and the other 2 games you look like Jane. You can't do that. You gotta stay consistent because AB doing her job. AB holding it down there on both ends of the floor. So you got to do the same thing. You got to step up.
So we should be getting ready to see Shakira Austin come back, right? She should be back for the 27th game. For the
I hope
beginning of
so,
the
but
27th.
she's always hurt. I don't know, man. They might move on from her because I like them with the rotation of Big Mama, Aaliyah Edwards, and Kiki. That rotation is kind of nasty there. And you flip flop, and you could put Kiki and Aaliyah together. Man, look, Shakira, I know that's Rob, that's Mr. Shake My Hands, Bay, but listen, Bay might be on that first private jet out.
Well, he want her out of there. You like Mystics
Yeah.
gonna cook the fever?
Yeah.
Mystics gonna cook the fever? You say?
I don't
We're
know,
gonna see.
man. I
We're
don't
gonna
know.
see.
We'll see. I got the Fever winning that game.
It's gonna be an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. It's definitely gonna be
Yeah.
an interesting matchup.
This is why, Auntie, this is what I've been saying to the NBA for years. You can't promote one player. You have to promote your league. So if somebody goes down with an injury, like Caitlin or Asia or anybody, you have the rest of the league you could push into that forefront until they get back. And then while along the way, you're giving them how do I say it? You're giving them marketability to everybody now. So when they come back, you still got dollars coming in because you're promoting those other players. So this is why I say people say I'm hating. I'm not hating. I'm saying I'm not going to just promote one player. I need to promote the teams and the players. So if that player isn't on TV, I could flex that team into somebody else until they get back. See, people don't understand business. They think this is business by her just being the focal point. That's not helping your league, because we've had some great games on TV and they're not even talking about them. On the league pass, we've had some great games and they're not talking about them or promoting them. So now we're going to see what the W finna do with her out 2 weeks. Now we finna do, now the pressure's on you, because the player that you've been destroying the most, Angel, has been promoting your league the most than any of you in that front office of the W. She has. So we're going to see what y'all do. I want to see. And I'm going to come back and blast them.
Chat, what's happening?
What's up, Rob?
Mr. Shake my hand in the building. So yeah, the CC injury looks like it just got announced here in the last couple of hours. You said an hour ago. Yeah, out a couple of weeks with her. Well, with her hurt, the league has no excuse to promote more players in the league. And now that she is down, them having all those televised games is gonna backfire. So does it backfire, or does it give the WNBA opportunity for us to show us how flexible they are and how quickly they can pivot?
Right? It gives an opportunity.
Yeah, they still need to be able to sell these games. They're still coming on TV. Like, you're not gonna be able to cut these games off. You have to put a product out there.
We need to put pressure on them. They need to have pressure put to them.
But the other thing is, though, all they got to do is promote it. Like you said, the WNBA has had a great product on the floor since preseason started, and since regular season started, people have been on demon times. So this is a great time for them to pivot and be able to show how flexible they could be, and being able now to shine a light on some of these other players.
Right.
Even if it's the players in Indiana. Even if it's the players in Indiana. So I mean, like, you sold these tickets now. You sold these tickets now. And now you have to deliver a show. What did they say in showbiz? The show must go on. Next woman up. Next woman up. Hey.
Next person up.
Shoot that thing, baby. You got to shoot that thing. So,
shoot that shit.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Shoot the Shoot it.
Thank you. She collaborated promoting the league, but the league ignores her and makes her the villain. You talking about Angel? So I mean, let's see. Let's look at these games. Let's just for the sake of conversation, real quick. Let's look at what are those 4 games that Indiana's going to play while she's out. Who are they going to see?
Let's see.
So she's out the next 4 games. So she's out versus Washington, Connecticut, Washington, and now is she back for the Chicago game on the 7th, or is she out?
I don't know. Depending on I believe that's probably going to be a game time decision.
There's no way in hell that she misses the June 7th game in Chicago.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
On CBS. Let's just keep it.
She's not.
8 o'clock prime time.
Right. She's not missing that game.
She's playing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But they're going to play Washington twice. They probably could split those games.
Yeah.
1-1, right? Because they're at Washington, and then they're at home, so they should be able to split that game. And then they're home at Connecticut.
Yeah, like I said, all those games are winner. Even if she don't play against the Sky, they're beating the Sky. So they could go 3-1. They go 3-1 without her. Like, that's what I see. Like, they could split one of the Mystic games, and then they'll beat the Sun and the Sky, and then I could see her come back June 10th versus the Fever. I mean, not the Fever, the Dream.
That's a good way. If she put, they're gonna sink the ratings. No, she's not. She's gonna play. She's gonna play. That she's not missing that game. The WNBA doesn't want her to miss that game. So, and I thought somebody said that she would be back for Chicago. So Washington, Connecticut, Washington.
Well, yeah. So they'll go 2-1 then.
And then
before that game.
The 2 Washington games are like NBA TV games. So
yeah. So she'll split them games, and then they'll blow the Sun out, and then they'll play the Sky. They'll beat the Sky on the 7th, and then they'll play the Dream
this week. Farrell, you got the Sky beating the Fever this week?
No, I don't see it. I don't got them. I got the Sky. No, no, not that bullshit I saw yesterday. Because that third quarter and fourth quarter was the worst coaching. Like, look, my thing is you got rid of Teaspoon for this shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, all right, but they not beating the Fever, dog. The Fever see, the thing y'all don't understand is the Fever, Stephanie White. I'm not a real Stephanie White fan, but she's a way better coach than Marsh. And she's a better schemer on defense than Marsh can put together an offense. So I'm not buying that. So, but I think the Fever will be fine because they got a defense. They got a coach who knows how to utilize her players. And I'm like I said, I'm starting to like Lexi Hole even more, man. Lexi Hole has been outside of AB, like Lexi Hole has been probably the best player outside of AB and Natasha Howard. Like seriously, she's been balling. So I would give them like a 2. I would give them a 2-1 before they go against the Sky. So I'm not worried about her being out. They'll be fine. They got ball handlers. Even if you got to put Sid in there for like 5 minutes, you could have her handle the ball for a little bit and then go from there. So I don't see it.
Got you. You say CC's gonna miss the Sky game? Okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
What's
if it's
up,
2
Motor
weeks,
City?
if it's 2 weeks, I could see it. I could see it being a game time decision, but I don't know. I don't know how the severity of the quad is because those things are tricky. Whatever is the lower leg injury is very tricky. It could either be partially torn or it's just, sore muscles. Muscles are like harder to come back.
They calling it strained left quad.
So that means it's a slight tear. So if it's strained, it's a slight tear. So we'll see. We'll see if she comes back. But I could see it I could see her coming back for the Dream. If she come back for the Sky, I'd be like, damn, my fault, y'all. But I don't see her coming back for that game because they brought it out. I think they were trying to hold it in because they want that money for her games still. So I don't see her coming back to the Dream because those is different to deal with. I can see her game time decision for the Sky and definitely coming back for the Dream. So that's what I got with CC. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they'll be fine. Kelsey Mitchell will finally get the ball. Because she don't get the damn ball at all. Kelsey be looking like, yo,
it's
here.
It's very different from last year, right? It's very
way different. Yeah. But see,
Kelsey
listen, be careful what you wish for, though. But be careful what you wish for, because they were saying the players were rumbling about Christy Sides. Now you don't get the ball like you used to with Christy Sides. Kelsey used to get the ball all the time. Now she don't. Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful what you wish for.
I like the idea of them calling up Breezy, though. I like the idea of them calling up Breezy for 2 weeks, put her on a 10-day contract, get you some 3-point shooting perimeter defense while Caitlin is out. Get it run. Why not? I like that idea. Sky looking like 0-15, and that's bad for the league. Sky gonna get a league call soon.
But no. They're getting that call now. It's not no soon.
What are you saying to them though?
Oh, they're telling them what the hell is this on the floor? Because they got 24. They got 24 national TV games.
Yeah, they do.
That's messing with your business. And I'm not saying that they're going to step in and say, "Oh, y'all got to make this and make." They're going to ask them, "Look, y'all got to make some changes or something because y'all promised us that this team would be competitive." They remember Jeff said, we're going to be competitive. He did the little forked tongue stuff. The Indians used to call him forked tongue. That's what he did, the forked tongue. I'm hiring a championship coach, knowing that all of us thought he was going to hire a championship head coach. But he said, I'm hiring a championship coach, which he technically did because he's been on staffs of champions and he's won a G League championship. So then you trade the third pick and you're only giving that player 6 or 7 shots a game. And you traded the third pick while Citron over here can shoot any goddamn time she want to. So things ain't mathing or adding up. Then you got your 10th pick who ain't coming till next year. And you know how overseas players are. They could see what's going on in the States and could be like, I might stay again another year. So you might lose that.
They're going to have to address that. They're going to have to address that in the CBA.
They
you
got
can't continue to allow the
you can't do
international
that.
players
Right.
to
I
hold you
agree.
hostage. Especially
I
if
agree.
you're going to spend draft picks on these players. If you're going to let them come when they want to come, then do a come when you want to come draft with those players in it.
Yep. I agree.
And separate that out away from the players who just finished playing basketball right now and are trying to get in the league right now. Yeah. I don't have any problem with the international players.
Nope, I don't either.
When they're going to come, how long they're going to stay. Well, okay, that's fine. But don't have them take away spots from players that are ready to go into the league right now.
Thank you. That's my issue.
So
that's why I was telling people, they like, oh, HD, did you look at the overseas players? Why? I'm in America. I want my American girls to get their bread. I want my American girls to play. I don't want no player who could just say, oh, I'm going to be out, I'm going to stash away, and you stashed away when, like you said, Auntie, that spot could be for Destiny Henderson. That spot could be for Letitia Amy here, Bree Hall. It could be for plenty of players. But now you doing this is cutting jobs for no reason. So that's what I'm saying. The league already talking to him, political ill, because you got 24 national televised games. You sold them a bill of goods, like my title this morning, Jeff P. sold a bill of goods. He did. So now you're going to hear that backlash because at the end of the day, the league trying to get money. They ain't got time to be sitting here, you talking about a rebuild. You should have said that from the beginning, and we wouldn't have put y'all ass on TV. But we needed to because you got one of the popular players on your team. So now what? So you're doing this BS.
I'm pushing back on that. The nerve of you, WNBA, to call me up and tell me about how I'm gonna do something with my star, and you ain't put her no fucking where. So you gonna call me up and tell me to push her somewhere, and you ain't pushed her nowhere? Fuck out of here. You gonna call me up and tell me to get to push her, but you ain't put her face nowhere. You ain't called her the face of this. You ain't called her a face in this league. Y'all ain't pushed her narrative. Y'all ain't pushed her face out there. So now you on my phone telling me to do it. See, people will be coming. See, people will be coming to see her already if you have pushed her as part of the new era of rookies coming in here. You had a good group of them that came in here last year that showed y'all they was coming in here and they're not waiting. They don't have nothing to wait for. They bank account already got some money in it. They're not here about the money. They're not here about the opportunity to sign some endorsement deals. They got them coming in the door. They hear about your job and a chance to play for a championship. Now, what y'all want to do? Take the ball out. See, they should have been pushing this narrative as the new era of the WNBA. Get in here and check out the new WNBA. Get in here and check out the parity that's in this league.
Yep.
Check out the 156 best female players in the world playing this game.
No, I agree. Listen,
let's look at it.
I agree. I agree.
When the league office called me, I'm hanging the fucking phone up on them.
Yay.
Miss me with that bullshit because you didn't.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. They're still gonna call in because of the TVs they're on the games they're putting on TV. But I agree. I don't have no issue with that, what you're saying, because they have literally tore down Angel Reese like beyond repair. Like her image as far as a basketball player has been destroyed because you as a business didn't want to how do I say, promote or market that as the new era. And you got a young rookie coming up. Now y'all trying to post certain pictures, but you're still not promoting these rookies. You're only promoting one player. Now that player gone for 2 weeks. Now what you gonna do? You're gonna have to start promoting these players. And what they should have done was they should have told YouTube and these other sites, yo, we got to overshadow the negative and put stuff out on our platform of our players in a good light. And they don't do it. WNBA don't do it. It's so stupid to me.
What am I going to sell Angel as now? Because for a whole season and the beginning of this season, you guys allowed a narrative to be pushed that she only get rebounds because she rebound her own missed shot.
Exactly. So how do I promote?
She only scored because she put back her own missed shot.
Exactly.
Her records don't count. What is a double-double? That don't matter.
Yep. Exactly.
She can't shoot. She don't have no layup. So now what am I supposed to sell her as now? in your league.
You torpedoed your league.
Right.
This
The
is
league
why
get the
I
most games.
said
There we go.
this
Let's
is
talk
why
about it.
this is what I was telling all these CC fans before they started crying like a bunch of bitches. I kept telling them, look, you gotta promote your league because when Michael Jordan left, remember the first time Mike left when he retired because of his father passing away? What happened? The numbers went to the toilet. So they had to scramble to try to push somebody out there, but they weren't ready yet. So then when he came back, and when the next time he retired, they were prepared because they learned, oh, we just can't put everything in one player. Because if we do, we're going to lose revenue, we're going to lose sponsorship, we're going to lose viewership. And that's what happened. So you're torpedoing your league by tearing down your most popular player on social media. It's so mind-boggling to me. You're hustling backwards. Nobody has the following Angel has off and on the court. She's at Met Galas and things. You're tearing her down because you're trying to uplift this girl over here who you don't need to do that for. She already got a logo shot. So now you've done it. So these next 2 weeks, good luck in pushing your product now because you done tore down a person who everybody sees every day socially wise instead of
that's why I'm pushing back on this narrative y'all got about the league calling. For what? Who you calling? Call me on the phone. You pay the bill.
The league's gonna call anyway. But you know they're entitled.
Anyway.
But they're entitled, Auntie. It doesn't matter. They're still gonna call because they put you on TV. That's the thing. That's so it doesn't matter.
You gonna take me off TV?
Who?
You gonna take me off TV, league? Who you gonna
They can't now. They can't because they done promoted it already.
So when you call, you know what I'm gonna tell you? Do a better job, and I'm hanging a goddamn phone.
But Jeff P ain't gonna do that. He's not gonna do that with his soft ass.
This is the problem.
He a soft ass dude. He not even going to Marsh and saying, yo, maybe we need to switch some things up. He's not even doing that. He already done put the seed out there where he's like, oh, Tyler Marsh, this is all him. He's the one who put this roster together. So now you done saved his ass for another year.
But
because Tyler, he put it all on him.
And Tyler didn't push back and say, no, I didn't. Because see, when I was talking about
this, because he the token Negro. He the token Negro.
When I was talking about this yesterday with y'all, everybody was like, oh, Jeff P. Tyler ain't got no say. So Tyler gonna let them push this narrative on him too?
Yeah, it seemed like it. He came out the glasses yesterday, Auntie. He came out the glasses. It's that serious. now you want to be serious? Now Tyler,
nothing about Carlton Banks really surprises me.
Nothing.
Carlton Banks yesterday.
Auntie, he came out. Auntie, this is a person. This is like a person you've been around since the Sandbox, and all of a sudden they trying something new. You like, nigga, that ain't you. That ain't you.
You know what's so fucked up? Is that it's two organizations suffering from the Chicago Sky hiring Tyler Marsh.
Yes.
You know what the fuck Las Vegas need right now? A developmental fucking coach.
Yes.
You know what they don't got? A developmental coach. Because he's playing like a head coach at the Chicago Sky.
When he wasn't a head coach. Listen, remember what we said in Unrivaled? Phil Handy, develop players, let's give them a shot. And it looked bad. Sometimes you got to stay in your lane, Auntie. You got to stay in your lane.
It's okay to be the best developmental coach out there.
Exactly.
It's okay to be the best at what you do. But see, we get into this place where you got to have a big title some kind of way in the world today. You got to have that most important title for you to matter. Like everybody plays a role in getting to the success. And when people stop trying to do what it is that they're good at, that's when you start seeing the clunkiness. That's when you start seeing teams not be able to do the simple things that they did last year.
Yeah.
With the same players in place. So we got to get away from that.
I agree.
Got to figure out how we get back to that. Sky keep messing around. The Bulls gonna have a women's team. I don't know. The Sky keep messing around, and Chicago won't have a team.
Yeah, they'll listen. They might move the team.
To me, that's the type of call that the W has to make. Like at this point, at this point, you know how and people get so pissed off at the NFL. People get so pissed off at the NFL. Let me tell you something. Jerry Jones, he go out and he beat his chest. He do whatever
Yeah.
he gonna do, right? What does everybody in the NFL know? It ain't one team, one player, one owner bigger than that goddamn shield. None of them
Yeah.
is bigger than that shield. The
Right.
WNBA need to let people know ain't nobody bigger than the league. Than the
Right.
league. And so I
Right.
don't know what that looks like. Y'all was telling me you can't make the sky sail, you can't make them do this, you can't make them do that. As
Yeah.
business owners and as people looking at a bottom line, they have to figure out how to rectify that situation because that's basically like the cancer in their organization right now.
Listen,
This
like
thing
I
could be
said,
growing, but the Chicago sky look crazy as hell.
look, like I said, I'm gonna stick by what I said. The team needs to be sold. They gotta
I
find
said it yesterday.
somebody. No,
I
I
said it
said,
yesterday. I
but
was like, you can't force
I,
them to sell. They can't. Why they can't?
I'm saying I didn't say
No.
that. That was
I'm
Rob.
not talking about. I'm
I'm
not saying
saying,
you. I'm
I'm
saying when I put it
saying,
out there, the
no,
chat
I
was like, you
didn't.
can't
No,
sell. You can't do this. You can't do that.
oh yeah, the chat.
Yeah.
No, but I've been talked about it. I told people they got to sell the team. You're gonna have to have some. You're gonna have to sell it because look what Indiana did. They got rid of that old behind arm GM, right? They got rid of him because she wasn't good with the current players. She probably ain't friendly to black folk. They had to move. Man, if the first W dynasty doesn't exist anymore, the sky can never be saved. Hey,
Use the comments.
that's fact.
Four championships in a row. Started this thing.
Facts.
Erase.
Look, listen, that's what I'm saying.
Erase.
Like you have to if you're not going to sell it, right? You have to get a GM like the Fever did, who knows basketball, who knows how to make the right basketball moves to put around their star. They did. They cored Kelsey right away. She already said it. Look, you cored. You coming back for this 1 year. DeWanna Bonner and Stephanie White package deal. You coming together. Natasha Howard, no, you're coming back. Let's go. And look, you got it. And then they got Sophie Cunningham. People may not like her, but Sophie Cunningham is an irritant and she plays defense. It may not be the best in the world, but she gets technical fouls on the other team that leads to points. So that's what I'm saying. She did the right job in bringing the team together. If you're a franchise and your front office, I've seen plenty of front offices where they've been trashed, but they hire basketball people either as president or as a GM, and they win in spite of that front office. You have to do that because if you don't, this is what we got in Chicago. Bullshit.
Here's the thing, though. Them in spite of moments happen when people rally around to do something in spite of somebody or instance or something, right?
Right.
Chicago ain't rallied around to do in spite of nothing.
No, they're not going to do that because Jeff P don't know shit. You don't trust him. Look, Jeff P told you, Auntie, if Jeff P come to you and say, you're the player, just think of it from a player perspective. I come to you and say, I'm going to get a championship coach. You're thinking like another Becky Hammond or a Sandy or a Cheryl Reeve, right? That's what you're thinking, right?
A head coach.
He bring you somebody who ain't never coached at the W, the same as
and the thing is, it was a play on words. Okay, is Tyler Marsh a championship coach? Absolutely,
he is. Absolutely.
The next thing y'all gonna do is get in the chat and be like, he won 2 with Becky. He won 2 with Becky. See, what disqualifies him for me is the last two words in the statement. With Becky. With Becky. Takes him out of.
Hold on, let me do the Rob. The two apostrophes on one side.
Yeah, the air
Becky. The air quotes. With Becky.
and because we don't really know how involved, especially based on where he sat on the bench, how involved he really was in that run up to the championship. And people are going to say, "Oh, when Becky was suspended, you got a chance to see what Tyler would do." But you got a chance to see what Tyler would do in a situation where the team felt like it's us against everybody. They just suspended our coach. Mother's on our team. We got the best player in the world, and we're going to go get this thing done. That's an in spite of type situation. Regardless of what Tyler do, we're going to go out here and win. But Becky has set that thing up where it was still a well-oiled machine. So all he
Facts.
had to do was get up and cut the button on, hit the button, and watch it.
That's
Watch it.
it.
Speed up, fast enough, or slow down. Make an adjustment. Otherwise, sit down and watch the show, man. I put this thing together for you.
And
So
hold on, Auntie.
go ahead.
You had Nakasi there,
Mm-hmm.
aka knocking boots.
Okay. Okay.
So
Now
he
listen.
really didn't prove to me nothing because look at what she's doing in Golden State with a bunch of 6 women. That should be 6
Yeah.
women on another team. They whooping ass out here, and they don't care.
They're scrappy. So Jeff's connection to basketball is analytics. Okay. Okay.
Listen, and this is what I tell those people, political ill. You analytically could get the hell out my goddamn face. How about that? I don't want to hear it. Analytics is the most dumbest shit they done put together. Like, it's dumb. Like, you don't need, listen, if me and Auntie playing 2-on-2 basketball, Auntie I know is great from the elbow. I know she great from the elbow because she been whooping my ass and other players' asses from the elbow. I'm going to set a screen and get her the shot at the elbow. What do I need analytics for? To tell me that.
Right.
That makes no sense. And then I'm going to shoot a 3. Like if Auntie under the basket and I'm right here, she's open under the basket. Why am I going to take a 3? Yeah, we get more points, but why not get the easier points? That's what I'm saying. We're making basketball, and it's not me going at what you're saying, political ill. I'm just saying we're making basketball like rocket science, and that's hurting a lot of the game. And that's why we're hiring these coaches, because they were nerds and they knew how to put this periodic table formula together. And you just was out here not being able to do that, but you still were able to play the game. So I don't understand it. It's to me, it's ruining not only WNBA, it's ruining sports in general. Because now you got the bettors involved. So now you got players and people who betting on the team who's doing extra bullshit. So you don't hit the marks or they hit the marks. So it's too much colludedness going on with the sport. So that's my issue is Jeff P doesn't know how to build a team. All he had to say from the beginning was, be patient with us. We're rebuilding. We're finna play. We're finna go with our star. We're finna try to put the best talent around her. Don't come out guaranteeing that you're gonna be something and you're not. That's how you lose the fan base. Because now the fan base is gonna be like, and why even waste my time, man? You bullshitting me. That's every fan base. You think them Philadelphia Eagles, Sixer fans gonna sit back and let you lie to them? That's why they came out and said, this is a process. This is a process. Because they know them Philly fans will be at the front door like, hey, man, what's up?
Do the Chicago fans care?
I don't think they do. Because, Auntie, look at it.
The reason I say that is because they let the Chicago newspaper talk bad about the Chicago Sky. Like,
exactly.
They don't even demand that the local coverage is fair or even like or even pro Chicago Sky. So I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding the marriage in Chicago. It's like, I don't know if it was a forced marriage or what, but maybe it's just time for the Sky to get out of Chicago. Maybe they
might have to. Look, let's look at the organizations. Ronsdorf owned the Bulls and White Sox. The fans hate Ronsdorf. He don't care. That's why they do what they do every year. Now let's go to the Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks do well.
Let me say this about Reinsdorf.
The Blackhawks do well.
They let Reinsdorf live off Jordan's 6 championships. He gets to go back to that. He gets to live off of that. He got 6 of them.
Right.
I give him that. Good.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you got the Blackhawks. They're successful because why? Because it's majority of who? White people. So they're going to do that for that organization. So now you got the Cubs. The Cubs spend money because they're owned by a whole different entity of people who want to try to win every year. That's why the Cubs are in the mix every year. Then you got the Chicago Bears. They've been trash since when? Like Walter Payton or not Walter Payton, but Lovie Smith. Like they haven't been able to figure it out. So you're in a city where the media is the media doesn't protect the black athletes. They always bash them. Look what they did to Michael Jordan. oh, Michael Jordan is gambling the reason for his father's passing. And this is your biggest star in the city. And you said that. So it's like, what are we talking about? So the
again,
media has a disconnect with the organizations, or in my opinion, the organizations don't give a damn. They just don't care. They don't care about their stars like that. Because if they did, you're letting your star get bashed the way she's been bashed since entering the league. Other players see this. This is what I was explaining this morning, Auntie. Other players see this. Other players are watching how you treat Angel. They're watching, if you can't protect Angel, somebody who's big as her, why would I come to your team? Why would I even spend my time?
You don't even have to pay attention to that. Angel got back there and tried to bring some people back and was like, hey, the people that you didn't like is gone. And they was like, I don't care. I still wouldn't come back there.
I still won't come back. But guess what they said though, Auntie? They said you could come play somewhere else.
Yeah,
we could play somewhere else. What's up? So Chicago, if you think Angel's stuck, she's not stuck. She can go. Any other team wants Angel or Camilla or Ariel. All three of those players could go anywhere else and play. I'm just being real with you. So if you don't get this shit right, y'all done for. Y'all gonna be done for the next 5 to 8 years. I'm just being real.
But here's the thing that we got to realize. And this is the reason why this isn't so much about just Angel and Camilla for me. Think about this. Think about the talent that's coming into the WNBA. Yep. 26, 27, 28, 29 after that. Now let's say that Chicago does. They can't figure this thing out. They can't figure this thing out. And they're in the top 5 in the draft for the next 5 years. What does that mean for top tier talent coming into this league, going into that organization first? And this is why you have to address the organization at this point, because now it's not just about fumbling an Angel Reese and a Camilla Cardoso. You could also be fumbling. Juju Watkins probably isn't going there, right? But like a bet,
right? But I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
you could be fumbling a Hannah Hidalgo. You could be fumbling a Reagan Beers. You could be fumbling a Special K. You could be fumbling all of this other talent that is coming to take the league to the next to its next level, to the next chapter in what the league is going to be. And this is why, as an organization, as a league, the WNBA, the owners, they have to say like what's good for business and what's bad for business. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
So think about the players that you could have go into this organization and just be stuck in this rut for 3 to 4 years. We cannot have 3 to 4 years of continuous bad situations with great talent there, because we don't have the leadership at the top to be able to execute. So this is what I'm talking about the front office. This is why I'm saying you have to make a move. It ain't just so much about Camilla and Angel. It's about what the hell the next 5 years could mean to an organization like Chicago that has 2 stellar young pieces that they could put some stuff around, that they could put some people around and really make a run at some championships in the next few years. Right? Like, you could make a run at some championships. You could be putting yourself in a situation when you're getting ready to have a new facility open. You're setting yourself up to really be able to attract great talent in there. But if it's the same old people cooking, man, ain't nobody coming to eat.
Exactly.
You've been serving bullshit.
Exactly. That's the point. So the thing is, they're going to mess around. They're going to F it up. And look, if I'm wrong, chatter people, I come back and say I'm wrong. But look, they're going to F it up with their 2 stars because Camilla has a country behind her. Angel has on and off the court behind her. Mm-hmm. Then the next person come in, they're going to screw that up unless they change, either putting a basketball mind in there and they let them cook, or they just got to move the team like a Candace Parker, like somebody said in the chat, Candace Parker or D Wade, or some of them might have to open their wallet up just to take over the team. They're going to have to.
The other thing too is, I know people want brand new organizations, right? But for some of y'all who put in a bid and you couldn't get the team in the city that you wanted them in, are you interested in buying any of the other organizations that are not yet privately owned? Right? Do you want to buy Chicago? So no, I wouldn't put you a team there, but you can buy Chicago and you can make arrangements to move them there.
Listen, if I'm them, if I'm the players and everything, look, if I put a bid in, I'm going to take Chicago job, right? Chicago job, you got two young pieces, two former national title winners, one two-time, one time. And then those two are so personable and great teammates. I'm buying that. I'm trying to force a bid to buy that team because for the next 5 or 10 years, I could be winning championships or potentially be in the running for a championship. So if I don't get my bid on this new team, I'm going right there like, look, here you go. What it is,
Exactly.
what we got to do. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly. We got 189 in the chat. Y'all, run them likes up. Run them likes
Share
up.
it.
Run them likes up.
Share it. Share it.
Both platforms. Both platforms.
Both platforms. Share it.
Make sure y'all subscribed on both platforms. 5 of y'all share this thing. Put share it in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribed on both platforms. Don't miss the drop. Don't miss the next drop. Candace will be a great voice for the Sky. So here's what I figured out about Candace. Whatever happened in Chicago, Candace don't seem like she want to be associated with the Chicago Sky at all.
No.
Candace retired. Candace retired. She could have walked back into the Chicago Sky and been a part of that organization. Tried to advise them. What did you see Candace do? Candace went and got with some people to see if she could put a team in Tennessee. Not back at home in Illinois where she from. Not back in Chicago where she helped put a championship, but in Tennessee where she went to college.
She probably
Rocky
tried to.
Top. She's trying to get the Rocky Top, y'all.
She probably tried to put something in or talk to them about ownership, and they probably offered her something like they did D Wade, that bullshit.
Okay.
That bullshit piece, that don't mean you got any voice or nothing.
And I know you're a Florida guy, so and I know y'all. It's a lot of people that really like D Wade. Let me tell y'all this. As far as
I don't, but okay.
As far as who he was, what was he? Flash, was that his name? As far as who he was in the NBA, one of the best rebounding guards we ever saw play the game.
Yes.
Winner, champion.
Yep.
But how he been moving since he retired, I don't know him. I can't. I don't know him. I can't figure him out.
Exactly. I don't know. No, that's Dwyane. That's not D Wade.
Yeah,
that is Dwyane.
I don't know Dwyane. I don't know Dwyane or Gabrielle. Okay.
I don't know neither of them.
That's a great way to put it. D Wade, hey, bring him up. Put him. Watch his highlights. Dwyane that owns the Chicago Sky. Y'all stop telling me about him owning the Chicago Sky.
He don't own shit.
All he did was buy an opportunity to sit front and center. Motherfucker can't say nothing. They don't ask him shit.
Nothing.
Much basketball he didn't play. He a champion himself. They don't ask him nothing.
They don't. So
he said that's Gabrielle getting her hooks in him. I don't know. I'm not a Gabrielle Union fan either.
Man, I don't like her either. So yeah, I never liked her anyway. But yeah.
And Auntie's opinion about some of these people that y'all really like,
I don't like them.
I got a different type of I got a different opinion about what happened and how it happened and why it happened. So I can say to myself, we'll keep it basketball right now.
Yeah.
But she turned him. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Bright Eyes, he's a silent partner. That's just another code name for nigga, shut up, and just stand over there.
No, silent partner means shut up, and I'm gonna use your name, image, and likeness how I like to.
Exactly. It don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Center court.
Right.
When the last time you paid some money to shut the fuck up? Tell me when that makes sense. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of money so I can't say shit. Tell me the last time that made sense, y'all. For real.
Right. Because I'm not taking that money.
He was always suspect. She flipped that shit all the way over. But when was the last time you paid some money to just shut up? I'm gonna give you all this money and I ain't gonna say nothing about what we do with it, how we do it, when we do it, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm not signing up for that.
I'm not either.
Okay, you from around there. You don't care for them either. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. So I don't understand that part of I'm an owner.
Hey, Waterfall, I would love to bring the Sky to Houston, Texas. Look, go ahead.
Got a new member in the building, William Goins. Welcome, fam. Welcome, fam. Appreciate you. Hey, don't miss the VIPs. Don't miss the VIPs. Get in these conversations, y'all. Get in these conversations.
Oh, yeah, me and I got to do a VIP for y'all one day.
me ask y'all this about the VIPs, because you be on late night. It may have to be a late night VIP only, but we gonna have you up there. We're gonna do a VIP.
I'll be up late. I be up at hours where people be like, nigga, how you up this? Like, nigga, that's how I do.
Hey, bro, sleeping on
Gotta
bed.
get the work in.
What do I think Kathy saying about the sky? Nothing.
Kathy who? Oh, you talking about Kathy? The white girl Kathy Engelberger?
She not saying anything.
She not saying shit. Listen, she ain't come out to say nothing about Angel Reese. Have you heard her voice anything about Angel Reese? No. They treat Angel Reese is the most. I've never seen a young player in year 2 get destroyed like Angel Reese has been getting destroyed. Like there has never been any nice articles about her. There's never been any positive publicity about her, unless it's from her fans or people who are unbiased. Most of the people, they hate her. They hate it. They rather see her fail than do well. That's what they do. They take little clips of stuff and run it through an 8-minute video every day on the internet, destroying her. I've never, and Kathy says she wants to grow the league. Man, you missed me with that bullshit. I don't rock with Kathy. Kathy should have been fired 3 years ago. She should have been gone. But because she brings those corporations in and that money in for teams, that's why they keep her around. It's bullshit. Oh, appreciate the super chat, William Goins, man. I love the commentary, guys. Says in HD, man. Look, Auntie is my dog. she put me in the game, and I said, "I got you, coach."
we here. We in this thing. We in this thing. Hey man, we appreciate y'all pulling up. It was Memorial Day. We didn't know what people was doing.
We didn't know. We didn't know.
184 to chat. But I need y'all to make that make sense. When you hit the like, hit the share. They both right there.
Yeah, just share that shit. Share
they both
it
right there.
Yeah.
We on our push to 5,000. So each one of y'all invite 10, man. Tell them we here. Don't miss the next drop.
Keep doing your thing, man. Keep on doing it, man. Y'all the reason why we put these shows out. Y'all the reason why we grind. Because y'all love the content. That's why we here still.
Here's the thing. And it's time for people to get over it. If you hate Angel because she beat Caitlyn, then you should be over that. Because Caitlyn's
they ain't gonna get over that. They ain't gonna get over that.
You gotta get over it.
They never get over it.
But if that's the issue, then you got to get over it, because Caitlyn has now beat Angel the last 2 or 3 times. How many times she beat her in a row now? So like, if that's what you're mad about, get over it. She's beat her now.
Right. So what are we talking about? She's beating her a lot now. So
how y'all think Aaliyah and Kiki will work? Would you think will start together? I think they'll be on the floor together.
That'll work great, because Kiki and Aaliyah got dog in them. They dogs. They're gonna figure it out. That's what they do.
I don't know if they both start on the floor together. I don't know. Aaliyah's
I wouldn't start. I wouldn't start Lily. I wouldn't start over Kiki. I would have them on the floor during like a set or something, like during some time during the game. But I can't put Big Mama Dolson on the bench. Big Mama Dolson.
Not right now.
Not right now. Big Mama Dolson she stretches the floor and she defends she's a very good post defender. A lot of people don't give her credit. Big Mama do her thing.
You gotta watch the Mystics play. When you talk about that interior defense, think about the defense that they play against Asia. We battle with the Mystics when we play them. I don't care what you think about the Mystics team. We battle with them.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I was gonna say about Aaliyah and Kiki. I think you can see some times where you can see Kiki. Where you can see Aaliyah maybe start at that 5 position. With Kiki at the 4, depending on the teams that they're playing.
Yeah.
And that may be where they're headed to.
Yeah.
That may be where they're headed to in the next year or 2 or 3 after they get rid of Big Mama Dolson. So we shall see. We shall see. But I think you can see some potential to see them on the floor together, maybe starting some games, but not all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree and everything.
We got the podcast coming up. Keep us posted.
Yeah, please keep us posted, because I want to hear it. Like I said, I could see that. but I don't know with Big Mama Dosing there. Maybe in the future, like maybe it's not. I don't want to rush it. Maybe in 2-3 years they could do it because I think it'll work that way. Because I think that's what they're planning on doing anyway. Because that's why I said I predicted to everybody Washington's going to get Kiki.
So,
Everybody thought I was wrong, and I'm like
now,
Kiki would be the perfect fit with Aaliyah there because Shakira, she gets hurt all the time. So now you got Kiki who can also shoot the long ball, but it's not consistent yet. But that'll work with Aaliyah Edwards.
You may see them put all three of them on the floor together. Shakira,
Hey, I would do
Kiki,
it. Listen,
Shakira, Kiki, and Aaliyah. You may see them
I
go
would
big
do
like
it.
that. Like I said, now Shakira doesn't stay healthy all the time. But if you watched her in the 1v1 in Rival, you got a chance
She's
to really see.
skilled. She's a
You
beast.
got a
Yeah,
chance to really see her
yeah,
bag.
she's
Like,
a
you don't
beast.
really
Yeah,
get to see in Washington, right? She pretty much plays as a big.
right.
But that skill set that I saw at Unrivaled on the floor with like what Kiki does and what we also saw what Aaliyah does at Unrivaled.
Reminding me of AD. Reminding me a lot of Anthony Davis if you want to compare it to a man.
Not street clothes. Not street clothes, bro. Not street clothes. No,
my bad, y'all. Auntie caught my joke.
Not street clothes. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She was like,
don't let her remind you of
Auntie said, go put that coat back. Auntie said no. Go put that coat back. You're not doing that, nephew. You are not doing that. Cousin Bree Wayne. Dosing space in the floor helps Kiki operate better than when she's in with a. Yeah, it does. You right, Bree. You right, Cuzzo. I'm ready for Unrivaled again. I ain't been liking these games. My team. I feel you, dog. I'm the same way. My team
it's gonna be.
Hey.
Okay, so your teams is the Aces, the Sky, the Dream, and the Sparks. Imperial Stats. You got a lot of teams. I don't think we put a name together for all of them.
Listen, the Dream surprising a lot of people. Look, listen. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze. I'm allergic to a lot of bullshit these days. So
bless you. Hey.
The Dream have been balling. Look, Alicia Gray. You are that girl. You a baller. You listen, Alicia Gray, the type of hoop. This is the hoopers I like. Who wake up, put the bun in. I'm finna work your ass. you finna get these 27 on your head. I'm hooping. Yeah. Maya Caldwell. You had a struggle early on, but you turned it around these past 2 days. Look, Caldwell, she's working. Nia Coffey, great stepping in, doing your job. Hillman, even though you weren't playing your minutes, now you got more minutes, delivering. I really like this Dream team. I told people before the season, I like the Dream. Ryan Howard, listen, I can't deal with her. But listen, I can't deal with her. But look, she plays defense and she's been facilitating better this year. Last year, she was a disaster. This year, she's playing. I don't know if what this coach is doing, which he probably has a brain because we know Tanisha Wright didn't have a brain getting dressed before the game. It was, oh my gosh, it was terrible. Like, but he got these girls balling. He had Pow before Pow had that eye injury. She was out here balling, Auntie. She was out there going toe for toe with anybody.
Not Pow.
Pow.
Not Pow.
Pow ho. Pow ho. Pow ho.
Don't develop no guard. No Gamecock. You ain't talking about no Gamecock.
Hold on. Pow ho. I gotta do my pow.
Two Gamecocks sitting here.
Pow ho.
Remember?
Pow ho.
Hey. Pow. Y'all know who Pow is. That's
Listen. Hey, every time you hit that 3, I was like, pow ho. Pow ho. Hey, what?
Pow.
That's pow.
That's what we're here for.
That's pow, dog. Look.
The way Pow attacked the WNBA.
Right.
just so proud. I'm just so proud of her, man. I'm just proud of her.
Yeah, man. I love it.
I'm not even gonna hold you. The last two classes of rookies that came in, I'm loving the way that they've attacked just coming in. Like
Me too.
we respect you, but we here to hoop.
We're here to hoop. Look, listen, low key, like Angel outside of that last game, she's still doing her thing. It's just that she's being hated on. Camilla.
But it's not even that. It's that they're being hated on, but it's also that they're being attacked.
They're
Like
being
Enrique
attacked for no
was 0-8.
reason.
Enrique was 0-8 for a minute in the game.
0-8. Hold on. The Mystics were 0-15. The Mystics were 0-15 last year.
Yeah, and then they was trying to get to the playoff.
I'm just saying, like, people, you know what it is? And this is what I said about Miller this morning. Like, look, y'all putting too much on a second-year player. Like, Miller had a good game. There are going to be times where both players have lapses. This is their second year. But for their second year, they're ahead of the curve than a lot of second-year players I've seen out the draft. There's some second-year players, Auntie, we know from watching since back in the day. They're not even in the league. They're not even getting no playing time. They're not even started. So I think people are used to microwave. They're used to a microwave era instead of just letting it simmer in the oven for a while. Sometimes you gotta let that thing sit.
They don't know about having a warm dinner up in the oven.
They don't.
People don't know. They don't understand how you got to preheat that thing.
Yeah,
they don't. They don't understand. You know, they put these potatoes in the microwave. They be done about 5-6 minutes, right? Man, I grew up where you had to preheat the oven, nephew, and then you had to let that potato bake for like an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, my mom, I take care of my mom. Like, my mom is old school. She from the 40s. She still do that shit. My sister, 11 years older than me. She still do that shit. So ain't nothing wrong with that. So people got to take their time and just say, okay, let's wait. Let's let it simmer. But I understand we're fans. We want to win now. But listen, Chicago's a bad organization. But watching these young players around the league get the hate that they get is just pitiful to me. How are you going to grow your league? And you didn't even promote this year's class coming in. Sanaya Rivers, God bless her soul, to deal with that and to come out and ball, to come out and take it to Ron Howard on both ends of the floor. Look, that's hard. She lost her moms. Like, it's not even been that long. And she's still out here playing. You know, Anissa Morrow got her first shot yesterday. Now, I might think she need to move to the 3 more, but hey, she got her first shot. But other than that,
she looked real small, though.
Real small. Yeah, real small. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she came up real small. So we got to give a lot of these players grace and let them grow. Now, if they're in their 5th year still doing this bullshit, then I understand you to criticize, but they're young players. Every player out here has to work on something. And Caroline, is Caitlin better than Enrique? I don't. Enrique and Caitlin are 2 different players, and plus they're 2 different positions. Enrique's a 2 guard, like Caitlin's a masquerading point guard. I think she's a 2 guard too, but Caitlin's a better shooter. Enrique's a better scorer. I mean, and a better facilitator. Caitlin's a better facilitator, so I would take her slightly. But Enrique's a better closer when she's on point. So, I mean, it's whatever you prefer. I don't really do comparisons because you can't really compare their game. Their game is like 100%. Enrique gonna put that ball down and take you to the hole at like 5-5 and just with 3 people on her still score. It's like Enrique's mind is wired differently.
Hey, chat. As the conversation grows and we start reaching more, I'm so sorry about the people who keep dropping their kids off in the chat without hitting the cash app. I don't know why. I wish they could get their kids out the chat. They in here. So just ignore them. So just ignore them. Just ignore them. I think you could block them. But yeah,
I'm blocking them on my channel right now
they
as we
want you.
speak.
They want us to. They want us to. They want
Right.
us to be in a debate. They don't even understand. We ain't even in a
Listen.
debate. We just talking
Yeah.
hoops on a
Yeah.
Monday
I just
afternoon.
Yeah, I just block people, man. Somebody gonna try to come to my channel and say, "Hey, don't block nobody. You'll lose money." I blocked him for trying to tell me about my pockets. Like, nigga,
I mean,
don't listen. Don't talk to me. I get money. I'm gonna let y'all know I get money. Don't worry about my money. Don't worry about the people who subscribe to me. If you ain't coming to subscribe and give your honest take, no hate or bias, you can stay. But you come with that bullshit, you will get blocked. I mean it. I'm not playing this year. I'm done with all that fugazi shit. I'm just being real.
that's the only one I see moving around now. The other ones might have took a nap.
Yeah.
The
Like,
other,
I don't care.
the
Don't
other ones
tell
might
me
have took a nap.
that's like me calling Auntie, like, Auntie, don't do that, man. You ain't finna tell me how to run my shit. Like, what's wrong with
Your
y'all?
platform.
You
Your
crazy?
platform. I mean, listen. We give y'all a chance to come in and be a part of the conversation. When you come
Right.
over and you just spamming the chat with the
Right.
same comments over and over again, the
Right. We don't
same.
want to hear that
Bro,
shit.
like the other thing though is, you know what killed me is they show up and be like, I ain't never been here before, and say the shit they said yesterday. Like, I
Exactly.
don't remember seeing
Like,
your
you
fucking
don't
comment
remember,
yesterday, bro.
Auntie.
I don't know
Like,
what
you
channel
don't
you think you on.
remember.
I read every comment. That's the point of my channel. So I see you now. Y'all know how I take my medicine. Sometimes I might be like, yo, y'all seen them before? What y'all think? I don't remember. But for the most part, especially when you come over and say something ignorant, not ignorant, ignorant. When you come over
Yeah,
and say something ignorant that doesn't even make basketball sense, and
at
I know
all.
you couldn't have a receipt to even prove what you're talking about, not even put one eye on the shit that you try to tell me, let alone two with the bullshit that you speaking. I remember you. I know you.
Right.
You hear me? I know y'all.
We
Like, bro,
know
like
you.
move around. Move around, bro. You're not fooling nobody. Move
Right.
around.
Right. Yeah, we saw that
This is
waterfall.
crazy.
CC out 2 weeks. Yeah, we was talking about it. But yeah, the Valkyrie, man.
Oh,
Look,
let's talk about it else.
knocking boots. Look, man.
Hey,
You out there getting it in. Yo, look.
if nothing else, they're gonna defend.
Listen, I'm about to be with Mondo and say, yo, I'm about to rep them Valks, man. Them
My
Valks is
man.
balling, man. Look, them
Oh,
Valks ain't
Mondo been trying.
playing. Taylor Thornton, I told people
Whoa.
last year about her. I told people what Kayla Thornton has been that girl balling. She out here doing her thing. She locking down the best players on both ends of the floor, and she's helping you from the three and getting the rebound and putting the ball back. Jeff P, that's a wing. Let me break that down to you. That's a wing. Not Kia
Oh yeah.
Nurse. Kayla
Oh,
Thornton.
Jeff. No, I'm not losing faith in Moral after 20 minutes. I never had faith in Moral. I never had
Yeah,
faith in
Auntie never
Moral.
had faith in her. I have faith in
No,
her, but
I
Auntie
never had
don't.
faith in here. I told y'all from the gate. And let me say this: I never had faith in Morrow playing the 4 or the 5 in the WNBA. She's too small. Like I told y'all
Yeah.
yesterday, if y'all move her to the wing and let her go back to playing like how she was at DePaul, I got a shot for her. But to throw her out there and say, "Yo, you might got to cover Stewie, you might got to cover Asia, you might got to cover Nafisa, you might got to cover NECA, might got to cover AT." Them is the games that she got to be able to win to get to a championship
I
to
ain't
make it
gonna
matter.
I
She
I
can't
ain't
do
gonna
shit with none of them.
I ain't gonna
She can't
hold
do
you,
shit with
man.
none of them.
I ain't
I
gonna
wouldn't
hold
set her up
you.
like that.
Auntie, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
she's a
hold you.
wing. So I ain't got
I
no. So Jeff, no, I never had confidence in her as a 4 or a 5
Auntie,
in this wing. Put her at the wing, and
Auntie,
I work with you. What you got?
Auntie, I don't know, man, about the wing either, man.
Really?
It's look,
Okay, listen. Okay.
look,
Before you say that, I
listen,
want you to go back and
listen.
watch some DePaul highlights. Watch some DePaul
No.
highlights.
No. She listen, DePaul, great, but
Okay.
these
Okay.
wings I've been seeing for these top teams, man,
Okay.
she gonna have to work on it. She gonna have to work. She gonna have to get in that
But
gym. She got to build some
the thing
muscle
is,
up.
the thing you can say about that is that she will work. You can say that.
Oh yeah, she gonna work.
You know
She gonna
she'll work.
work. I would put her at the 3, and then I would go with Sanaya at the 2. Mabry. Here's the thing. I think Mabry's costing them more games than they could have won some games. I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying they would be world beaters, but they could have won a couple games by now. Mabry is shooting them in and out the game. And then when she gets locked up by somebody, she just quits. She quits the entire Caldwell this game. And in the last game she played, I forgot the team she played the last game. She got locked down twice and she just quits. She quits on the play. She just quits. She don't even want no smoke no more. It's mind-boggling to me. I don't understand it. And
let me ask you a question too. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Mabry should be out the league. I'm sorry. She should be out the league because she's not a leader. She's not, because you want to condemn a Kennedy Carter, right? Mabry, I never seen Kennedy on the floor just quit, just say I'm quitting, even if she got shut down by a defender. This girl literally just walked while the play was going on, and her point guard was trying to get her the ball because she was being pressured. She had to look and throw a wild pass just to keep the play moving. And then she's yelling at the coach about a play by challenge this. How are you showing you're a better leader? How are you showing you're a different Mabry? You got youngsters looking up to you. That's rookies on the team. You're supposed to be changing this image, right? I don't see it. I really don't like her game. I think JC Sheldon's better than her. Sheldon to me is way better than her. Both ends of the floor, and she's not good. So I don't know.
That's hard for me to take right there, nephew. Whew.
I don't like Mabry.
Sheldon better. So where's your money? Mabry is, to me, I'm not going to say that she shouldn't be in the league. I'm not going to say that there are 156 players in the league better than her, right? What I will say is that she gets away with some off the court stuff that other players can't get away with. That would have put her out of the league. Yeah, Mabry thinks she's the Suns' franchise player, but she also doesn't want to be there. It's very weird. She wants to trade, but she's also the franchise player. It's really weird.
So Sanaya Rivers has been outplaying her on both ends of the floor.
End up being Sanaya Rivers' team, probably.
Yes, it is. It ain't no probably. It is. Like listen, if they can move to Boston, which I think they're going to sell the team there or somewhere.
They're headed to Boston.
They're heading to Boston. Listen, she's the star player, man. I'm sorry. And Hartley needs to start right next to her, and that's your backcourt until you find somebody. Man, I love Hartley. Look, man, this is why I don't like Jeff. Like, we could have had all these players. This is why I said you need a competent basketball player. Like not basketball player, but basketball player work too. Somebody who knows the game, who could bring somebody in, who knows talent. This guy don't know talent. He don't even know. Hartley has been, not even Hartley, Nakase, aka Knocking Boots. Look what she got Veronica Burden doing. Look what she got Late doing. Late coming off the bench is destroying people. So this is what I'm saying. Where's your antennas at? Where is your antennas at when you got somebody in the stove?
Hey, listen.
Don't be sorry, Jeff.
They don't recognize that there's somebody in the store. That's what it is. That's what it is. So the thing that I think that we have to understand too about Chicago is that they're not a good judge of talent. They're not a good judge of talent.
They're not. They're terrible.
Y'all get mad at me, but y'all could have had my girl Lexi too. Y'all know which Lexi I'm talking about? That's right, Lexi Hale, baby. Lexi Hale, oldest rookie out there. You hear me? Oldest rookie out there. I'm liking Lexi Hale, man. I'm liking Lexi Hale at Phoenix.
Listen. That whole Phoenix team, when I saw them play your aces in the preseason, my gut told me this team's going to be nice this year. They just got a bunch of no names and scrappers coming off the bench who could hit that three. But all I needed them to do was, I know I don't wish injury, but Matt getting hurt really helped them put West Bell in that spot to open that team up. Because if they would have put Mac in there with AT, That was not going to work. I'm sorry. Mac is not it.
Listen, Lexi Hale is 5'10", 150 pounds, 25-year-old
Yeah.
rookie in this league. And you know what? It's because she wants to. Because she wants to. Her want to got
Mhm.
her right now. What's up, Philip? They not a good judge of talent because they're using some flawed analytics software. But they shouldn't even.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I know people get mad about the analytics in hoops, in sports. Is there a place for analytics? Absolutely, there's a place for analytics in sports. I wouldn't tell you that there's not. But the analytical piece of it, to me, comes after the eye test.
Correct.
I see what the hell my eye test says. So I'm gonna take my eye test and I'm gonna look at 10 players. My eye test is gonna pick 5 players out of those 10. And then I'm gonna see what the analytics say about those 5. And then I'm gonna give them an eye test again. Period. Like the analytics can't be the end all be all on how you make the
That's
decision.
all I'm saying.
It
That's
has to
all
be
I'm
a good
saying.
fit.
You got to factor in other things. Look, this is what I do in football. This is why when I used to do all day football, talk football, everybody would be like, damn, HD, this one play where the receiver, he didn't do the right play, so the quarterback threw the pick. So I said, that's not on the quarterback. That was on the receiver. So everybody was like, well, analytically, it says that he should. And I said, bro, go watch film. I
But
watch
what
film.
did the play?
So when you
Where did
went
the play
back,
say the receiver needed to be? Fuck all the analytics. Where did the play say? You gotta know that part.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be where that play, like soon as he let that go, he got to be, I got to cut in and get it, or I got to fake out. I got to come and catch it. He didn't do none of that. He shorted it. So I told him, and so then a player came out like a Dez or somebody who played receiver. They blamed the receiver for that and not the quarterback. And now they want to say, oh, you know what you're talking about. I know because I played. I know I have to watch film 100 hours a day. So, yes, analytics work in certain spots where you might want to get a cheaper player, but the analytics is telling you that this cheaper player may produce just as much as this player you're about to pay this money to. It works in a lot of ways. Money, look, Moneyball. Remember Moneyball? So it works. Analytics works, but you got to know how to use it. You can't let analytics run your organization because you're going to look stupid when you get a player that don't fit with this player. That's my issue.
But here's the thing: the analytics piece of it isn't going to tell you that the people part of it. The analytics of it isn't going to tell you the chemistry part.
Exactly. Right.
The analytics isn't going to tell you the dog part of it. You know, like
Right.
yo, when you get on the floor, they want to kill. Right? Analytics may not show you that because it may not show up as points or blocks. It may be that one person scores really, really well while this other person is on the floor doing all the fucking dirty work. 50-50 balls, hustles, and here, I got a great example. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's back up to Giannis. First season that he won, the year that he won the championship, right? There was no analytic that was going to tell you that you needed the Giannis Antetokounmpo on the team to be able to motivate Giannis to go get the fucking championship. There was no fucking analytic that was going to tell you that, right? But if you watch those games, if you watch the year that Giannis went and won, when you watched him put the 50, when you watched him drop the 50 in the game 7 to get that bitch, when you watched him figure out how to get over the 1, 2, 3, because they counting his ass down on the free throw, it was the Giannis. I think that's the Antetokounmpo that was there. It was him. It was him.
Yeah, it was the Nasties. Yeah, that's why. That's why he struggled. That's why he struggles.
It was him saying, "Come on, man, you can do this."
Yeah,
but no analytics gonna tell you
but
that.
but that's why that's why their team ain't been good. Right. That's why their team ain't been doing good ever since because they kicked him off the team like dumbasses. That's what I'm saying. But you know what that was for? That was because of that dumbass analytics. Analytics, not analytics, analytic, nigga, the hood shit. Analytic, that is the shit y'all want to ride with.
Y'all say, Cess, you crazy as hell. But he just told y'all, Giannis ain't been the same since the
He ain't been the same. Go watch it. Go watch the games that this year and last year. He listen, Jeff Teague, I don't like Jeff Teague, but Jeff Teague made a point. When Thanasis isn't there or playing or right like next to Giannis, Giannis plays like shit. He does.
Giannis know when the Nuggets know when to grab Giannis by the shoulders and tell him, "Come on, man, let's go. It's us." Antetokounmpo, whatever the fuck it is that he say to him, he knows when to say that. He gets up off the floor, he gets in his ear. Giannis ain't been the same since then. Y'all want Giannis? Get his brother. You
That's what
want
I'm
a championship?
saying.
Bring his brother.
Like sometimes y'all gotta understand. I understand y'all crunch numbers. I feel you. Like I got my brothers. They love numbers. They crunch that shit. I'm like, y'all have that. But at the end of the day, the numbers don't tell you the personality. It doesn't tell you, even though this person and this person together, they may score certain points, they may not mix on the court together. They probably don't, they can't work together. And that's something that Tyler Marsh and Jeff P ain't seeing. They're trying to go by numbers. But how do you know this player worked with this player? Listen, Angel Reese should not be the only player being able to get the ball to a 6'7" center. That don't make sense.
Bro.
How are you the only person who could get the ball to a 6'7" center?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why haven't the analytics told you that you need another person to get the ball to the 6'7" center? Why haven't the analytics told you that you have a problem getting the ball into the 6'7" center? If we going on the analytics piece.
Because he cut a deal with his buddy. Because remember, that's his buddy, Vandersloot. That's his buddy. That's the only person he done took a picture with and went out and scouted. Everybody else he sent out to scout for him. Tyler Marsh was out there scouting for him. He sent Angel out there to get somebody. He sent E. Will to go get Kia Nurse. Jeff P was nowhere to be found. This nigga over here with Allie and Courtney. That's it. He ain't been around no other rookies, ain't did no other type of work. So as a GM, what your dumb ass should have did, like Rob said yesterday, hire you a person to go locally. Like what I mean locally, people, I mean around the states. Look for talent. Look for those players that may help you that nobody knows about. Then hire you somebody overseas who has a way to talk to people overseas to guarantee they gonna come over. If they not, go to get somebody else locally then. That's all you got to do. I don't see what's so hard about that. But because you look at an analytics saying that Sloot could do this and that by the numbers, dog, they still got to play the game together. You don't know if that's going to work.
I think the other part of it too was that they felt like Sloot could bring some of the old school fans back, keep some of the old school fans in there because Sloot won a championship at Chicago, right? With she was there with
Candace and Kai.
So do you think that they thought maybe she could help bring some of the old regime back in? Because I don't think that those fans were at the game last year, right? I don't think that.
Right.
I think that this was kind of like the Angel and Camilla show last year. So they were trying to tie back to the championship.
No, you know what I think they did? I think Jeff just sold a bill of goods. This is basically Sloot's team. This is Sloot to have her last hurrah before she go out. That's how it looks. Okay. Because look, Auntie, why would you? Okay, if you're winning now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you trade and get more picks? Why would you trade and get more picks? Why not just trade and go get another piece to add to Ariel and Vandersloot? That's all I'm saying. That don't make sense to me.
So let me ask this. Do you think that they had enough pieces to compete right now? And the purpose of the picks was to be able to stockpile the new talent that's coming in?
No, I don't think we have enough talent to compete. I don't think we have enough talent to compete for 2 years.
Do you think they thought that though? That's what I want to know. I know we don't think that.
No,
you think that the ownership. And so they were going to hold the picks to get the better talent coming in over the next few years after the CBA. That's the only thing I can think of.
No,
that's the only thing I can think of.
I think the ownership,
or they just fumbled the goddamn draft.
I think they fumbled the draft, and I think the ownership was thinking we're going to lose people to the tickets. Because remember, they raised the ticket prices right after they fired Teaspoon and they let Kennedy go, right? So you got two fan favorites, right? Two fan favorites. So they had to try to come up with something to sell to the fans so they could lock into this season ticket holders. So once they did that, they were like, okay, cool. Now they don't really care about the season because they got you locked in. So that's what I think it was. A hustle.
Yeah, keep me honest. Keep me honest. You said that you felt like championship players and fans came out last year. So you just think they don't care and they waiting on the CBA.
That they could.
The fans stand for that though.
I don't know, man. I don't think they did. I think they were looking at it like we just got rid of two people who people love. They love Kennedy.
They raised the prices before they fired Teaspoon.
Okay, they raised the tickets before they fired. Okay, my apologies, political Lil, but still, you fired Teaspoon and you fired you basically fired Kennedy, even though you let her go. But those are two fan favorites. So he had to scramble, and he felt like if I bring Vandersloot back, like you said, Auntie, maybe fans will still come because of the nostalgia. Then you bring in Ariel Atkins after you trade the third pick to show, oh, we're trying to be serious and compete or try to go somewhere this year. And then you say, I'm finna hire a championship coach, air quote, and you just went to go get the development coach. So he's been wishy-washy. His moves don't make any sense. His moves are saying we're rebuilding, but then his move over here saying we're trying to win now. It don't make any sense. It's two different teams he basically put together.
So let me ask you, and I know we talked about Candace a little. We talked about Candace a little bit earlier. And I'm loving what Candace is doing with Adidas and her breakdowns and podcasts and everything that she's doing. But do we know, like, did Chicago even reach out and make an
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I really think they're disconnected. I really think the organization, Auntie, is disconnected from the world. Like, they're disconnected. Like, they know how to put on a show and market because that's what they're good at. But as far as basketball decisions, we've seen this before. Jerry Jones, great marketer, great seller, but putting a team together, he's been trash for 20-some years. He hasn't got the big one, but they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs that made it fool's gold to make you think, oh, we could win a championship when they never really been close. They just been putting bullshit out there. So the Chicago Sky the same way. James Wade, like Rob said yesterday, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gone. Now that you're gone, now I'm leaving it to you. They don't know what to do, so they just seen Jeff P. He the guy that's been hanging around, chilling. All right, so we're going to make you the GM. And he got in on his head. He really thought that people was just going to come to Chicago because Angel here. Like Gabby Williams said, we can play somewhere else, but I ain't coming back to that bullshit-ass organization.
I love you, but I don't love you enough to come there.
I love you, but not like that.
Not enough to come there. So let me ask you this, though. Has Candace been back to a game?
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her at
any game.
We haven't seen her at any game.
We haven't seen her at the Sparks game.
No.
Has Candace been in the building in Vegas?
Yeah, I think she's been to Vegas. Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember. I was just asking.
I don't know. I don't know. I think she has because Vegas. I think like she was treated real well in Vegas. What's up, Valerie?
Not Annie Pillow talked them into some bad decisions.
Talking about Annie Costaba. Oh no, you talking about Annie, the black girl. Hey, look, listen. She do take me as another Nafisa, except Nafisa got more dog in her than her.
This goody two shoes was like, well, you know what? You should just go ahead and fire Teaspoon and might as well just get on, just move around on Kennedy. Like that. No, Candace hasn't been back to any of the team's games.
Oh, any of the teams. Okay, thank you.
Which is weird to me. It's weird to me that Candace Parker is probably, outside of her skill set, probably one of the greatest basketball minds, like understanding basketball IQ that we've seen in like this new era, right? And I don't see the WNBA partnering with her. But then I wonder if Candace doesn't take the call. So
she probably don't like the way they treated her. Jeff P was part of the old organization that didn't treat players well. Yeah, that's why you got Curry Miller before fans blasting them. Okay, got you. That makes sense, Waterfall. Thank you.
Okay, but here's the other thing. Let me say this: how do the Chicago Sky fans and organization live with the fact that Sidney Johnson was sitting right there?
Oh, they're gonna be even more pissed. I mean,
Sidney
I
Johnson,
don't,
Sidney
but I
Johnson
don't
was
think
sitting
they
right
know.
there.
Yeah, but that's the
They
thing.
don't realize that Sidney was there. The Chicago Sky fans don't realize that Sidney Johnson was in the organization last year.
I don't think they did. I think they probably knew him. And like I said, I still think Sidney Johnson was a part of the sabotage job.
I
I
can't wait for
still
the story
think
to
that.
come out. Mm-hmm.
I still think it's a sabotage job that Sydney did, and that's why they blessed him with that third pick. Because why would you just send the third pick over there and they never had his name nationally or in the paper or nothing? He just pops up being hired. And they didn't even mention the Chicago assistant coach job until a couple of days later. They said he was an assistant coach. So it's a lot of weird things there. Like, I just don't trust him. He looked like a snake ass nigga to me. I don't know about how y'all are. I done met plenty of snakes in my life, had to chop the head off, but I met plenty of snakes in my life. So he come off as that to me, and I just think he finagled his way in the right spot in Washington. And he's showing he could coach, unlike the dude we got.
See, okay, now see, political ill. You saying they was aware he was Reese's developmental coach. But
Okay.
right behind you, but now you're saying, I don't think I ever remember seeing Sidney. But Sidney was standing up coaching, telling Angel what to do.
So listen, Kiki playing good this year too.
Crystal Robinson called Sidney Johnson a snake last year online. Where's Crystal? Where's Crystal right now?
Yeah, he's a snake. Look, because Auntie, how all of a sudden
Sidney Johnson is a snake?
Yes, I think he's the snake. Yes.
The snake that's over there in Washington with them youngsters playing?
Yes.
You think they signed up playing for him because he's a snake?
No. I think Chicago set him up to be good because he did what he had to do for them over there. And they said, we're going to set you up over here to Washington, and we're going to give you the third pick, by the way, and get Ariel Atkins. It was a scratch my back for doing what he did to Teaspoon.
What did he do to Teaspoon?
I think he didn't help with the coaching. I don't think he was there in her ear trying to tell her, yo, I think we need to challenge. I think we need to do certain plays. I don't think he did. I think he was there going back to Jeff and saying what was going on. I think he was a part of the problem, along with Snake Dana, Snake Izzy, because all of them seem to be in better situations than what the hell Angel is right now, and Camilla. It don't make sense to me. How are y'all in a better situation, but we in the worst situation possible right now? I'm just saying, 2 to 2 equal 4 to me.
I don't know, because but here's the thing: if it equal 4 over there, why they willing to run through the wall over here?
Who, for Sydney? Because Sydney got a good staff there. He has a blessed staff. That's a better staff than Teaspoon had last year.
But here's the thing.
And then you got Deladon in the office over there helping them. Deladon was the one who told them to go get Kiki and all of them. He was in there helping them with basketball decisions on draft night because they showed her. So I'm just saying, you got blessed after y'all finagled Teaspoon last year as a staff. Now you in a better situation. You get picks, first round third pick. You get Citron, you get Amor, you get Kiki. Amor gets hurt, but you still got Slim there. You still got Big Mama. You got this team around, and you got some good assistants around you.
And I remember you, T. Carmella, now that you say that, saying she was looking back at Sydney, was looking confused. Okay, so here's the thing. So if the fix was in and Sydney was the snake, but the reward was Washington?
Yes.
Help us get Teaspoon out of here so we could continue to fuck up Chicago. And you could go look like a genius at Washington?
No, get Teaspoon out of there because we don't know. Jeff P and them are docile. They don't know how to approach Teaspoon. Teaspoon, what I heard allegedly, she was going to them going off because She didn't want Dana in there, and she didn't want Diamond in there. She felt Diamond was done. Dana doesn't fit her type of play style she wants to run. Then she wanted to try to go get some pieces. Because remember, there were pieces out there they could have grabbed. Celeste Taylor was out there. Odyssey Sims was out there. There was a lot of pieces out there they could have grabbed to help them get past the season. They didn't.
So
Jeff didn't want to do it. Jeff didn't want to do it at all.
So y'all saying that Jeff last year knew that the new Washington GM was going to be Jamila Wideman, and so he orchestrated having.
No, I don't think he knew that. I just think he wanted to get Sydney a job for what he did, which was backstab, help backstab. So he got him the first time coaching job.
Because T. Carmella is saying Jeff and the Washington GM are great friends. So Jeff and then Jamila Wideman, who I had no idea that Jamila was even in the GM conversation.
That makes sense. Like he could have suggested to her, like, yo, take Sydney. You know, Sydney's a good dude. He's a good development guy, and he could coach. Give him a chance. What I'm
saying is, you get Sydney to take the fall without knowing that Jamila's going to be the GM, without knowing that he was going to have a chance to be the coach of Washington. Because remember, last year Washington was all nepotism. Nobody thought they was going nowhere. The family owned the shit.
Yeah, that's why they had to fire.
Out. When did the fix get in? When did they say, yeah, Sydney, this is what we need you to do so you can end up at Washington? When did they know that?
Oh no, I think what happened is that Jamila, like his friend,
Billy, I agree.
Like his friend and everything got the job over there. Once she got the job, I think her and Jeff they've been talking for a while, because that's why Ariel's over there now. And I think he possibly suggested, yo, how about you hire Sydney?
After the fact, I can see that. I get that.
Yeah, after the fact. But before the fact, I don't see it. I don't see before the fact. No, I don't. Before the fact, I don't think that happened. But I think after the fact, that happened. But I know the backstabbing was going on, because there were plenty of times we were asking, because remember that one coach early in the first half of the season just all of a sudden disappeared mysteriously. And then you still got this bullshit staff. The staff got worse as the end of the year started. It's like Teaspoon didn't have nobody in her corner. Like, it was weird as hell. So, like I said, I look, to me, Jeff P thinks that he knew it all. He got caught in his bullshit. And I believe he's going to have pressure put on him, because you got all these national televised games. It's not necessarily got to just be Kathy. The organization going to come down and talk to you, because you work for them. If you're not showing them no improvement or something, I don't care how cool you are at dinner. If they ain't making money like that because of your losses, they finna cut you, because they need to salvage as many fans as they can, while Angel got all these people coming to the game and Miller got all these people coming to the game and watching the game. Because it's going to be a lot of people from her country watching her play on TV when these games are being shown. So, Jeff, man, look, like I said, they got to get up off their ass and do something to say, look, this ain't working. I think he pulled in and put in a call afterward. That's what I'm saying. I also believe Sydney thought he was going to get the Sky head coaching job, but Nadia said no, and Jeff put in the call. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense, T. Carmella. That makes sense now. So basically, you sabotage her. I pat you on the back, give you the job. Nadia was like, hell no. Nadia said, hell no. That makes sense. Now that's the piece that was missing.
Sidney thought he was going to be the coach at Chicago.
Correct. So now that makes sense.
Dirty work for the Chicago job.
Got you.
And then they played him too. I got you. Okay. So I don't want to make this whole thing about Chicago, the Chicago Sky. It's disheartening. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about some of these rookies that I think could be some surprise, like microwave scorers of this class off the bench that people not talking about. JJ Quinterly and Isaiah James. I'm liking what I like what I saw them do in preseason. Do you think they can be? You think they can get active in the season now?
Not unless an injury occurs. I don't see it. Yeah, because from what I'm seeing, because remember, you don't think they're gonna go to the bench for him? I'm looking at the pattern. Remember, Noel is the first chair, right? She the first chair. So remember what she did with Angel in Unrivaled. Even though Angel was starting, but she was limiting Angel's minutes a lot. And then when Kai got hurt, Big Z got hurt, that's when Angel started to play more. So when somebody goes down with an injury, that's when I see them coming in. They might get a spot minute or two to come in, but I don't see them really playing like that. That's why I felt like Chicago should have drafted those two players or give them a shot.
You wanted Quinterly and James.
Yes, I wanted James. Yeah, I wanted James, and I wanted either.
I ain't gonna hold you up, nephew. It's just me and you talking. Quinterly. I was a little pissed off at Quinterly at the end of the year. Now listen. I kept picking Quinterly ass.
I am too. Yeah.
Picking Quinterly, and then it was like the games that I was picking her, they was losing, and then the games that I didn't think they should win, Quinterly was hooping. Right. So I thought the size was gonna keep her out the league.
I wanted Isaiah James. I wanted Sanaya Rivers. I wanted Isaiah James. I wanted if I couldn't get Bree Hall or Fago, then I would have went after Quinterly. That's what I would have done if I couldn't get those two.
Quinterly defense at this level, it can be clamps.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
this level can be clamped. Like yo, they're not. We're not saying JJ Quinterly's name, but JJ Quinterly is in the league, man. And we may end up seeing it.
It's a situation where if Charles wasn't so good and bigger than her at what she does, then Quinterly probably would take her minutes. But Charles is good. I can't, man. Look, Charles be locking shit down. It's just that the coach don't know what to do. His rotations are terrible. Like, and then you got Enrique trying to buy in, but then Enrique also got that set, like, man, I gotta score. I gotta get on the board. Like, because she's wired that way. She's wired to destroy. It's hard to change that type of player. But to me, I would cut some of her minutes down and I would give Zaza and Quinterly some time to see what they do with Ty Harris out there or with Segrist. And I think it could be something special. Because look at it.
It's the energy. Fearless driving, clamps on defense, right? But then Isaiah James is coming right back with you. She's a scorer. She's gonna be tough.
That's what I'm saying.
She's tough. She hits tough shots, and she can get into a heat. She can get into a heat.
Listen, I want to see.
You gotta like, yo, shoot that heat check spot. Shoot that heat check spot, kid. I
want Ty. I want to see a lineup with Ty, Quinterly, and Zaza. Now, some people be like, oh, that lineup could be dangerous because Ty could be my facilitator. Quinterly and Zaza could destroy you. They going to destroy you. That's what I need because their bench right now, they're not playing these. They're not jump starting anything. For some reason, it's very like it's very stale. Very stale.
Is there another team in the league, and y'all tell us in the chat too, that you could think of that maybe should call about Quinterly or James?
Chicago. They Chicago. Like, listen on the phone, like, hey, listen, I want.
I should have started my question with besides Chicago, man. I started my question with besides Chicago. Besides Chicago,
We need them. You know who else need her? Zaza could be good for the Aces. They need a score, dog. Because they got rid of Kelly. They don't have no score to come off the bench and just give you them buckets. Dana Evans is terrible.
You know who else? Vegas should have tried to get, but she wasn't available. Who else would have fit good in Chicago, but she wasn't available? And listen, Sanaya Rivers.
Listen, Sanaya Rivers, yes.
Would have been a good
because I would have put Sanaya. I would have put Sanaya where Jewel's at and bring Jewel off the bench. That's what I would have done quick. Because Sanaya, that would take pressure off of Jo on the defensive end, and then Jo could give you them buckets. Because Jo, honestly, man, look, Jo been destroying out there. Jo been giving them the business. But Jewel Lloyd is like, where you at, Garden Snake? Like Garden Snake. Like, where you at? Like, where you at? Hold on, I'm like this. Hey, you finna come to the party? or you gonna stay outside the party? Like, let me know. Like, we got all the bras, we got the chips, we got the dip, we got the extra things in here. Like, what you
Now,
trying to do?
I'm parking lot pimping today, dog. I'm in the parking
That's
lot.
Jewel Lloyd. That's
I'm in the
Jewel
parking lot.
Lloyd.
I'm in the parking lot with it today,
That's Jewel
baby.
Lloyd.
Get y'all this parking lot. I'm catching y'all the parking lot work, baby.
Hey, hold on. Auntie Big Skylar came in the party. She was all, I'm gonna be parking lot pimping.
Yeah, she's like, man, oh, Skylar there. I'm gonna catch this parking lot work, man. I'm gonna catch this parking lot
But
work.
look,
Hey,
Sanaya Rivers would
all
have been
jokes
great
aside,
for y'all.
hey, listen, all jokes aside, just the energy. Like, she didn't come back into the building like I thought she could have came back into the building. So,
but Sanaya Rivers would be good for y'all. Zaza would have been good. If I'm
kept Deja. I agree. They could have kept Deja.
Yeah, kept Deja. Yeah, I would have kept Deja, but they didn't have the money because KB and then you couldn't get rid of Kitley or Bradford.
Hey,
you need them for defense.
I ain't getting rid of Kitley. I'm not getting rid of Kitley.
Exactly.
Did you see Kitley get out there? Did you see
Right,
Kitley
that's
get out
what
there
I'm saying.
and
No,
active in 15 minutes?
No. Look. I agree with you. I remember we said that. Yeah.
You said her name. It reminded me of that work she put in yesterday. I don't know what.
Yeah, Kitley, nice. Look, man. Look, that's why I said you're right. I came back to say I was wrong about Becky. Becky got a lot of work to do because you sat Kitley on the bench that long. Look,
hey,
I know she like Kia Stokes, but dog, what is she doing for me? What is she doing for me?
Did you watch the presser?
Yeah, no, I saw some of it.
Oh no, you gotta catch the whole presser. Gotta catch the whole presser, and you gotta feel Becky, because the presser starts out with Becky getting up out the chair. Okay, and she does her presser standing up. Okay, and you could tell when they say Kitley, she said, "Yeah, I got to get Kitley some more minutes," and then Asia look up, and it's like, yeah, and they said something about, yeah, Kia been doing good, but Kia ain't been doing enough. Check it out. Yeah, Kia on her way to the. I don't
listen,
know,
Auntie,
Bob, you let me know if Kia gonna put on the
you
boot. Back
listen,
listen.
Listen.
She on her way somewhere.
Listen. I'm moving Kitley to that starting lineup, and I'm moving I'm moving Kia Stokes for either in Odada, or I'm moving her for a Fag Benlay or somebody.
They're not giving us them for her.
Look,
you needed a different type of promo video, like all off season. She should have been like throwing down dunks, bro, hitting threes. You needed
because
the take this out there on her.
Because look,
out there on her ain't gonna get you that. Ain't gonna get you that.
Odada and Fag Benlay would really bring that enforcement y'all need. Y'all ain't got that with Kia Stokes. Y'all don't
at all.
She's soft. Like, listen, that's soft. Miller ain't soft. That's soft.
Not at all.
When I seen Kia Stokes, y'all can't tell me shit about Miller. Y'all can't do that no more. Look, y'all, we can't talk bad we can't talk bad community about Miller. Kia Stokes is the softest big I've ever seen in my life. Like, dog, what are you doing? Listen.
I need to go back and see like what Kia was doing in college.
I gotta see, because I don't believe this is a UConn product. Listen, Azare was battling yesterday, and all season and last season she been battling, and she's not nearly the size Kia is.
Nah, but she got a different type of skill set.
That's what I'm saying. But Auntie, she don't have a skill set. Like, people talk about Angel, right? Angel can still get me 15 to 20 rebounds, and she could push the pace, and she could defend your best player in the post and on the perimeter. Camilla could give me boards. Her size, she could score anytime. She could face up, back you down. Kia doesn't do nothing. She does nothing. I don't see it. Hey, what does she do?
They say she the rebounder. They say she do the rebounding. She do the rebounding. She jumpstart the offense coming off the boards. Nephew, you can't throw no. You can't throw no. You can't fall out about it.
Hold on. Like my old streams, please.
You can't. You can't fall out. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You can't do that.
What
Wake
the,
up. Wake up. You can't go to
she
sleep.
don't do nothing. See,
Bro,
look, I watched that Seattle game. Look, listen, I want to say this. Asia, I give you all the props in the world for them disrespecting you. Asia, I'm sorry, but Asia, you need to go in there like the angry black woman and tell these mother effers, look, you got to get me somebody who gonna fight down there. You gonna have to.
Who?
You gonna look. I know Asia's nice. She's a sweet person, but dog, you got to go in there with that Leo energy. I need that Leo energy.
Watch the pressure. Watch the pressure. Asia got an attitude too. She got a smile on, but if you look in her eyes, oh, listen, she got attitude. Rob
because
say
it's no reason, Auntie.
They saving her career for what?
Auntie, it's no reason. And this is my problem with Becky. This is why I can't put Becky on Cheryl Reeve's level. I'm sorry. You had a chance to put Kitley in there, like to at least do something. You waited till like y'all down what, 19, 20 to throw in? Like, what are you doing?
Bruh.
You supposed to be this great coach. Look, listen, we pulling cars this year, Auntie. I'm tired of hearing about you this and that, and you ain't shit. I'm sorry, like Becky got to prove to me, because look, hey Rob, I know you out there. I know you out there. You don't like Sandy, Rob, but Rob, Sandy would have put Kitley in that bitch early. She'd have put her in that bitch quick. She would have Sandy would have put her in there. Cheryl Reeve would have threw her out there, man. Becky ain't doing her job, man.
You put Kid Stokes all the way out the league, James? Come on. Yeah, Kitley is the answer, but I don't know.
Okay, but if you put Kitley in, Kia, what's she gonna do off the bench? Nothing. She ain't doing nothing in the starting lineup.
But don't Kia Stokes see that off the bench? You saw what Kitley did when he was out there.
I can't tell. Because you know what the problem is, Auntie? She's been feeling comfortable. She that person at work who been there for 15 years. They just think it's all cool. They've been doing that. And then this new worker come in, outdo them, do everything they did 100 times better. And then she go, oh, man, now you lost the job. Now you lost your job.
I don't care about Asia having no attitude. She should have had an attitude coming in the door. I told y'all, Asia came in looking mid-season, looking mid-season, mid-form ready.
Hey, C-Pen, Asia is about to start wearing white tees again. You better watch if she wear the black tee. That's when you better be prepared with the black Asians looking like Air Force One. She gonna come with that Air Force One energy, and all y'all gonna be done. I'm telling you, keep playing with Asia. Keep playing with. Listen, that reason on top. No, you gonna get that. You gonna get that hoodie with the grill in, Asia, with the black on.
MJ, we had Jessica Carter on the Aces before. She didn't get on the floor. Remember?
I watched her.
We signed her.
Jessica Carter. I wouldn't take her over Kalani Brown. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. She's not all that.
But here's the thing: they should have took Kalani Brown over T. McCown.
Yes, they should have. But guess what?
Las Vegas ain't supposed to be handing out participation awards, though, Rob.
No, not at all. Not at all. But that's what I'm saying. If she goes to the bench, see, this is what messes y'all up. The Kirsten Bell contract. That's what messed y'all up. Because if y'all could have moved her out the way, y'all could have kept Deja and y'all could have got another big.
See, this is where y'all mess up. The Kirsten Bell contract didn't mess us up. The Kirsten Bell contract kept us out of whatever legal trouble we was in the Hamby situation.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay.
She know where the dead bodies is.
Got you. Right.
She can be running around out there out of shape and all that. You understand?
Right.
Like, we know what it is.
Like, listen, you look at what's the name? Tyus come back later. Cheyenne Parker Tyus gonna come back later, but you need that now. You need her off the bench now.
So y'all think CPT played this season for us?
No, because I know how Becky is.
See,
Becky is very weird with her lineups. Like, it's weird. It's like, if she likes you, you don't know if she likes you or not. Because 1 minute she'll be this and that. But when I saw her sit over there with J.O., Chelsea, and Asia in the middle of them on the bench, I know something's finna happen now. Something is finna happen. Because Asia on the sideline going off about some tour. J.O. right there looking like, big J.O. Like, don't come over here. I'm going to slap you. Like, this is between us conversation. And Chelsea just like this. Chelsea like, shit, what we got to do? Who we got to trade? Who we got to put on? So if Tia Stokes is still feeling like, listen, you might not even be there. Dana Evans, you might not be there. Like, I'm just saying, some of y'all about to get finagled.
I love the point guard, but I don't need you to be a scoring guard in this situation.
Exactly.
Right, I love the point guard, but I didn't see you running the offense yesterday. I want to get back. I want Chelsea to get back to being Chelsea. I didn't feel like comfortably being Chelsea out there yesterday. So, Becky is stubborn. Mondo, what you posted in the mention? What you talking about? Rob, I think you said CPT is gonna play. When is she due back? That's what I want to know. How long is she out?
I think near the end of the season, like 2 months. I think at the end of the season. But listen, the young rookies, like, I think Sanaya would have been great for y'all. Quinterly and Zaza. If I'm Chicago or any team that needs a microwave scorer, I'm going after Zaza. And if I need a tough defending guard who can also run my offense, I'm going for Quinterly. Like, I'm going right now to grab him. If I'm Chicago, look, man, I'm trading for both of them because, look, we ain't got no bench. If I could bring them two over, we ain't got no bench.
That's the thing. When everybody like, we trading what? Who taking? What you giving up? You got to talk them into that. You gonna have to give them like an extra piece of bubble gum, some candy. You know what I'm saying? Something. You got to give them some money with the deal. Like, it's gonna have to be like Rob said, in my hand. It's gonna have to be a backpack.
If Jeff wasn't on the other side, I would have brought him a couple girls from around the way, but so the trade would be rejected. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Look, listen, you know how I feel about Michaela.
But that's
how I feel about Bantam. You know how I feel about Bantam.
It's such a hard sell though. Because you feel like that, other people feel like that too. They see the tape.
I know. Auntie, they do. If they felt the same way that Jeff felt, they would have had Bantam on their team. They would have had Michaela on their team. They don't like those players. Those players aren't that good. They wouldn't even be in the league if it weren't for Chicago being around.
Tell me this about Chicago Sky, because this is what I don't know. If tomorrow the CBA is done and they say there's no hard cap, there's only a luxury tax. Does the Chicago organization have money to go out and now spend to go pay players?
Or they have money this year. They have money this year.
No, I'm talking about real money, big money. Can they go spend money? Are they an organization that can spend money like in Las Vegas, like in New York?
No, because their reputation is trash.
Like, not the reputation. I just want to know what the bank account look like.
You know what? If I give them more money, they're the type of person. I don't know if you've seen this movie In Time with Justin Timberlake with the little time shit on your arm. He gave his friend more money, more cap to do what he wanted to do. And you know what? He drunk himself to the coffin. That's what they would do. They would just go get more Bantams and Onuweriys. They would, because they're cheap. Even if, listen, you could look at the organization now in the NBA and NFL. There's organizations that got plenty of money, but they ain't finna go out there and buy no 2 or 3 stars to come to the team. They ain't finna spend the money.
But this is what I want to know. Like right now, y'all can't wear the Jordans because y'all can't spend that type of money. But if I say, yo, you can spend the Jordan type of money, are you gonna go buy Jordan?
They're gonna go get some K-Swisses.
Bro, come on. Not
they are. Look, I'm being real. They are. Auntie, they have money.
They got the squeak to them. We don't want
listen. They have money going into this year. You know what they did? They hurried to sign E-Will. They hurried to sign Onweriye back. They hurried to sign Dana.
But I was thinking that they was doing that because it's just a 1-year deal, right? This is supposed to be the CBA year. But you felt, but if I'm understanding you, nephew, you said it don't matter what year it was. That's what they was gonna do. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. They would have did the same dumb shit with $1 million compared to the cap right now. They would have still did it.
Okay.
I don't trust them. They don't know basketball. If it was me, I would have let E-Will and them go. I would have tried to trade Bantam and Mojo for a pack of cools, some strippers, and like $2 and some picks. Okay. And I'm getting them out of here. And then I would have went to go sign Amy here. Okay. I would have went to go draft. I would have kept my third pick because I would have built through the draft. That's me. So they're not gonna do that.
Tell me this. Tell me the NFL organization that don't know shit about football.
All of them, basically. It's only a few that know. Because look, they hire. This is what these owners do. I will give Bob Kraft his props. Because you know what Bob Kraft did? He said, I'm gonna go hire somebody who knows football. Okay. And I run my organization.
When I say that, I'm okay if you say the organization itself didn't know. Because if I have the money and I don't have the know-how, then what I'm supposed to do is surround myself with people who know how. Right?
Look at the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, I'm cool if I put people around me. So you're saying the organization in the NFL that doesn't know anything about football would be the Cleveland Browns, right? I don't know if I agree with that though.
Why is that?
Because the only reason I say that is because I think I seen Cleveland in the last 5 years, don't kill me, probably put together one of the best defensive that we've seen in a while, right? Cleveland had a killer defense at one time.
They still got a great defense, but what I'm saying is I'm talking about from a successful standpoint, like making the playoffs consistently, like
okay, let me ask you
there.
But is it the coach?
Don't know anything.
It's the owner or the coach that's fucking it up.
Where in Cleveland right now?
Cleveland.
It's the coach. It's the coach.
Okay, coach. Okay.
Yeah.
So the ownership knew enough to get the players there, but they didn't pick the right coach. That's fine. Would you say that? I don't think that Chicago's in that same situation. They're not just a coach away. Is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say.
No, they're not. They're not.
I'm okay with hiring an expert. I'm okay with that.
But look what
you can't keep showing up every season, every basketball season, telling me, "Well, don't nobody here know nothing about basketball." Well, what the fuck is you in the league for then? See,
that's what I'm saying. Look,
you can't keep showing up every year like we know.
Listen,
about basketball.
That's what happened to Indiana. Look what happened to Indiana. Every year they was just gathering shit. They still suck. And you know what they did? They lucked up and got Caitlin Clark and they got AB. They got 2 franchise players. Now, you know what they did? We're going to fire your old ass as the GM or president because you don't know shit. We're going to hire this new person and we're going to bring in a coach who actually know how to coach. That's what Chicago got to do. Sometimes you have to hire somebody to save you from your dumb and stupidity. That's what you need to do. And that's what Chicago got to do.
That's what you hear. That's what you hear successful people do all the time. I can't learn everything. So I need to be able to
exactly.
I need to be able to delegate and trust the people around me, and I need to
exactly.
I got Smedes in the building.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So me and you know this. I know this. Like me, I don't know everything. So I'm gonna ask you before anybody, or I'm gonna ask this person. I'm gonna ask Rob because that's what successful people do. You ask questions and you learn. Sometimes they got to understand you may be great at this part of the business, which is marketing and selling, but you don't know shit about building basketball. So go bring somebody in who knows basketball, not the dude that's your homeboy.
You know what it is? I figured out and just in this conversation, because they keep making the same mistake over and over again. They don't know what questions to ask in the interview. This is how come they keep making the same goddamn mistakes. People keep showing up and selling them
Yep.
set encyclopedias in a world where we got Google. Stop buying the
Yep.
encyclopedia. Fool. Ain't nobody picking them books up no more. Nadia
Exactly.
from Live Nation, which means Nadia knows a lot about putting on a great show. She knows a lot about
He
entertaining.
does.
She knows a lot
Yes.
about selling tickets. I get that part. But once you have to perfect what you're selling the tickets for people to come to see. And you haven't figured out how to put on a good basketball show yet.
Right. Because look who you brought in.
She outright stated that she tried to get Darius to throw that second playoff game to go back and play Indiana. She almost got Indiana fine.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You have to hire somebody to run your basketball operations. You can't hire somebody who markets at Rock Nation. They're two different goddamn businesses. They're two different genres. You have to pick a person who knows basketball. That's what the Indiana Fever did. The Fever was like, we got to get you out of here because you tripping. You old and you out of touch. We're going to hire her because she got success bringing players in and knowing players. I forgot her name, but she's successful. Now we bring Stephanie White. She's going to bring DB with her. And then we're going to bring Natasha. We're going to make sure we core Kelsey because that's what she did the first day. Oh, no, you're cored. You're staying. Now, after this year, you know what I'm saying? We're going to still try to bring you back. But if you finna go, you finna go. But we need you for this year. So that's what they did. They made basketball plays. They did good basketball situations. Jeff P., he has not made a good basketball move yet. How do you trade for Ariel Atkins, who was balling last year and previous years, but this year you subjected her to a role player sitting her ass in the corner? You're not even using her. And then Vandersloot getting 35 minutes. You playing Vandersloot like this 9 years ago.
You know what who the Chicago Sky need?
Who?
Swing Cash.
Exactly. I'm a huge Swing Cash fan.
Swing Cash.
She would turn that
Swing
organization
Cash,
around like that.
Swing Cash. And people don't talk about Swing a lot. Swing Cash. If you
I don't understand why.
People don't talk about Swin. If you don't know Swin, please Google her. Detroit Shock, hell of a player, great basketball mind. I think she's vice president of basketball operations right now with like the Pelicans or somebody. Where is she at? But listen,
I can look it up.
Yeah, she's at the Pelicans. Swin Cash, okay. I think she played at UConn. But great basketball mind, played in the WNBA. I would love Swin Cash as the GM. I would love Swin Cash in Chicago fixing this thing. Now I know Chicago can't pay what the NBA is paying to Swin, so she's probably not coming. But I feel like that's what they need. Somebody who played in this league, who was successful in this league, and then who has went and been successful in front offices, not necessarily in this league, but in basketball.
Yeah.
They fired Swin from the Pelicans. She's available. Well, let's go. Let's go. I'm with it.
They need to do that.
Call Swin. But that's what I feel like they need. I think I think that they need somebody in here that is invested into the WNBA, has played in the WNBA, wants to see women's basketball succeed. As a woman of and played in this league as a woman of color, so she's going to be sensitive and alert to all of those things.
Absolutely.
That need coming into a team. So I would love to see Swin Cash in the WNBA. And I don't know if
she would fit that. Plus, Swin Cash would protect Angel a lot more better than what Nadia's been doing. Nadia ain't even doing shit. Like, where's Nadia at when Angel going through all these stuff that's being torn down to shreds? Nadia done went to Cabo or somewhere. She ain't even probably in the office.
The other one that I would have said, the other person that I thought would have been good as the GM and the coach, but it would have been only on a would have had to be GM and coach at the same time, but it would have been on a short term basis. Would have been Carolyn Peck. I feel like she brings a pedigree into that thing that you got to respect. That she knows basketball. She understands the business of it inside and out, but you would have to actually give her the keys to the building and stay the fuck out the building until she get done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come back when I'm done. Don't show up. Don't call me to look at it. Just come back when I'm done.
But they're gonna have to listen. They might have to do that. They might have to do that. They might have to because you're not going. Look, you're in a new place now. You're in a new generation. You going to have to wake your ass up and make some moves. You can't keep doing this mom and pop bullshit you doing that may have worked in the old regimes. Now you got people watching. You finna get called out, and that messes your business up. So now you either gonna step up or just sell the team. You got to do one or the other. You can't keep staying at the same spot.
Chicago Sky around here still putting their jobs up on Craigslist.
Exactly.
Hey, that's why ain't nobody responding. They put although I heard Craigslist made a comeback, but I'm just saying they putting their jobs up on Craigslist and taking.
And that's bad. That lets you know how serious they are. That lets you know how serious they are about winning. They're not.
So
they're not.
There's that. Page is 0-4. So are the rest of the Dallas Wings.
Right. Yeah. So what are we talking about?
Oh, you just needed some exercise for your fingers because I seen the next thing you says Angel is queen of the me bounds. Those narratives are so unfounded, bro. Like,
right. That's been debunked, but y'all still running it. See, this is what I'm talking about.
We didn't even have to debunk it. Like, they put the numbers out there and told y'all already.
Right.
Like, even if y'all took away all the me bounds that y'all talking about, she still.
They put the numbers out there, and y'all still bringing this bullshit up. That's why I said, see. That's why I said people are brainwashed.
Be in the conversation, but don't be that kid that just keeps showing up being obnoxious around the cool kids, bro. Like, we're not going to invite you to the table with the whack shit that you saying. If you want to participate in the conversation, come with some substance, come with some receipt, come with something to say. We're over here having a conversation. It's not a debate. But for you to just keep coming here with your one liners, bro, for what? For what?
Yeah, that's been debunked.
Here's the thing: if she made a layup, she wouldn't have that many rebounds. That's okay. She'll get better at it. Here's the thing that I tell y'all all the time about basketball. I don't care about the shots that you miss. I care about the shots that you can't get. She get every shot that she want to get. When she starts making them, then what the fuck are you gonna say?
You ain't gonna say nothing.
If she couldn't get the shot, then I'd be like, damn, bro, you gonna have to figure something else out. But the shots that she wants, she gets them.
She gets them anytime she wants. And plus, she's still averaging double-double. So what are we talking about?
But you saying that still didn't help me understand why you coming here with the same lame takes all the time.
Right.
I got time today. So I was just wondering, you come here, you know what your pastor name, you type the same thing day in and day out. Like, we really look at you like, damn, man, here come pastor again. Who keep telling him where we meeting up? Ain't nobody got his notification off yet? Bro, how he keep finding us? Because you're not adding conversation. You're not like, we here on a Monday afternoon chilling, having a basketball conversation, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, Bink, D Wade ain't finna speak up. He a silent partner, bro.
My bad. I be having to ask them questions sometimes. Especially when I see people come back with the same thing over and over again. What else
you straight. Bink the DJ, D Wade, he not finna speak up. He's a silent partner. What are we talking about?
I mean, when he paid his money, he had to shut the fuck up.
Right, he had to shut up. He not finna do nothing, man. They brought D Wade around. They brought D Wade around to tell the other black players and black people, oh, D Wade's here. You know, D Wade don't get clout like that out there, man. People see through that shit. People not falling for the same bullshit tactics you're trying to run. Like, nobody falls for that. This is a new era. Y'all are showing some bullshit, and y'all gonna continue failing as an organization until you say we're gonna hire somebody to save us from ourselves. That's what they said.
I like this question. What has Angel improved on in her game that we all have seen early on this season, in your opinion? And what has Caitlin improved on, if anything?
Oh, asking me or asking you? Because I'll answer it.
I mean, you can go first and I'll go. It don't matter.
Oh, okay. Angel has improved on getting to the basket. She's improved on her ball handling because we see her bringing the ball up a lot, and her passing has gotten better, and her defense has gotten a lot better. She knows how to attack the perimeter and the low post players now. She knows how to position herself better. And she's finishing a little better than she did last year early on. Early on, she was kind of weak early, but this year she's finishing to me a lot stronger, and she seems more confident in herself. It's just that she don't have confidence in the coach. Caitlin, in my opinion, Caitlin really hasn't changed. She's just gotten better talent around her, and she shoots her ball a little faster this year. From the logo, she shoots a little faster. But as far as everything else, she still don't have an in-between game, and she still don't have a floater. So Caitlin hasn't changed to me. I haven't seen any change, but Angel's changed to me.
I think that I'll say that Caitlin kept shooting. You can tell that Caitlin kept working on her shot.
Yeah. She's gotten better. Her shot, it's quicker. Her release is quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin definitely when it worked on her body, she's more solid, right? She's not getting as tired. But I think the things that Caitlin got better on are not stuff on the floor. I think she's trusting her teammates better. Right? Like she figured out how to trust her teammates.
Yeah.
The stuff that Caitlin needed to work on was the relatable stuff with her team. Right? I think that she's playing better with Aaliyah. Like that they figured out how to play together.
Better, yeah.
But what I'm concerned about is that it seems like with all of that stuff that they kind of cut Kelsey Mitchell out of what it is that Indiana is doing as a team. So I wonder how that's going to go as they go forward in the season. But from an individual standpoint, it's no doubt Caitlin went to work. She worked on her body. She worked on her stamina. She kept shooting.
I give her the stamina and shooting. I don't see the body change, but we'll see.
Oh yeah,
I don't see it, but we'll see.
I think it's right in here. It's right in here. It's right in the arms.
Okay.
You got to see it on. It's definitely upper body.
We'll see. I mean, look, like I said, I could be wrong. I disagree with everybody. I don't see the change. I think she's gotten quicker on her jump shot, and that connection with Aaliyah has gotten a whole lot better. That's I give her that. But as far as everything else, I just think she's gotten her. She's the same. And then her coach is sitting her down. That's what really needed to improve, was the coach sitting her down where she's not playing all these massive minutes. Because the more minutes she plays, to me, the more tired she looks, the more she gets inefficient. And in my opinion, I just don't see no change in her. I just think her team gotten better, and AD and her have built up a better connection working together. That's all I see. But other than that, she still does the same thing. Transition. I told y'all, she's the best transition player I ever seen. My partner says Cynthia Cooper. Cooper was nice at that too. But I think she's a little better because in transition, Caitlin's going to destroy you. Like, she's a beast. But as far as half court and other things, I don't see the change. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see it. Maybe I'll be wrong, and she proves me wrong. But I don't see it. I just don't see it. I've watched her film all this year and last year, like 5 or 10 times. I don't see the difference. I think she's still playing the same way she did. You got to sit her out in crucial moments because she's a liability on defense. She is. She still sucks on defense. She's still getting smoked in transition. She's still getting smoked in the half court. I don't see nothing different. I don't like. And this is probably why she got hurt, because I don't think she really worked on her body like that. Now, her stamina, I agree. She got her stamina. Her stamina got, her quick release, like her stamina, I give you that. That's probably gotten up. I don't see it. She's the same to me. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Like, y'all could call me a hater. I'm not. I've been watching her since high school. I've always said she's probably the greatest transition player I've ever seen. But other than that, I don't see it. And then she's turning the ball over the same way she's turning the ball over last year at a high clip.
Yeah, she had a triple double the other day with the 10.
She did. Look, no, you know what? I'm disappointed in her triple doubles. Caitlin should have about 20 or 30 triple doubles by now. I'm serious. The way she plays the game, she should have triple doubles every day because they play a zone. She's in a one-person zone. She could get the rebound anytime she wants because Aaliyah, Natasha gonna box out for her. She should have way more triple doubles.
They may,
I guess.
but I see pastors you throwing out like Angel stats. You said she's shooting like 39% from the floor. I forget what you said. Her free throw is 54% from free throws. Yes, she's had a very rough start to the season.
Yeah, she's had a rough start, but
Your question
she's
was
improved.
how could I speak highly of a post player that she's 39% from the floor? I can speak highly about that post player because I know what her motor is.
Right.
So
She has a motor.
it could be that she's starting off slow right now. And I
Right.
said I don't know how long how much y'all are around here, but what I said, I feel like Angel's challenge right now is she is in that time period where she's trying to really transition into making what she learned from Lisa Leslie her everyday habits, making that her muscle memory, the way that she attacks the game, the way that she attacks the paint, the way that she shoots the ball, and getting away from what her old habits were. And she's in situations now where I feel like Chicago gets down or they get in a situation and she reverts right back to what she used to do instead of staying locked in on her new habits. So for me, it's just her being able to finish shaking off the bad habits. So yeah, we're gonna see some inconsistency here as she's changed her shot coming into this season from what it was last year. But once she gets that stabilized, I don't have no question about who Angel Reese is. She
Yeah, I
shot
mean,
39%
yeah,
she
but
shot 39%, but she shot 45% the last game.
yeah, but she's
So
getting
there's
to
that.
her. But the thing with Angel is, I see the muscle change. I see the footwork is better. I see her
Mhm.
getting to her spots. The team is just bad because the coach is bad and the organization
Yeah.
bad. So if I put Angel on a team like Cece have, you would see a lot more improvement, but you can't see it because her and Cardoso are stuck with a 40-year-old point guard who seems to be the two guard now, getting like 35 minutes. She's averaging in these past 4 games over like 70 or 80 minutes in these 3 games put together. That's too much for her. So y'all don't know basketball. I don't spend time with you, Pastor, because you're an idiot. And if you were around us in person talking in the barbershop, you would get clowned because all that you said was bullshit. I don't look at stats as a leading thing. I look at the game. The game dictates to me how great the player is or what the player does. AB has literally been carrying your team. She's been carrying Caitlin all this year and the later second half of last year, but she don't get no goddamn respect. It's like y'all don't talk about her. Natasha Howard has saved her this year. Lexi Hole has changed her game. Lexi Hole got more of a mid-range this year and get into the basket. But y'all are so much with CC in your mouth, y'all don't see the inefficiencies that she's doing to lose y'all games. Y'all should be 4-0 right now. Y'all are 2-2 because of that post player. She's the reason you're 2-2. Go watch the film. Watch the game. Stop looking at the box score. God damn, dog. Y'all like 2-year-old children around here. Y'all, it's like I'm talking to my nieces and nephews when y'all dumbasses come on the internet. Like, yo, I told you this and that. Did you watch it? Did you look at what this did? Oh, no, but this percentage, nigga, did you do what I told you to do?
Whoa, nobody's here to do what you told them to do. They're not
Exactly.
They're not going to watch stuff. They're not here for that.
They're not here for that shit. They here to want to argue because in their real life, nobody giving them no attention.
They say Kia missed 4 wide open assists from Angel and shot missed 1 all from the 3, and Angel Post had 9 assists, not 4.
Exactly. HD, different team. Oh, what's up, Shanti? I ain't see you. My bad. HD, different team, and they continue to save her. DB and Kelsey can't even play. Exactly, Shanti. That's what I said. That's why I rock with you, Shanti. Because every time you comment,
but they don't
that's a real conversation.
They didn't bring DB there to play her game. They didn't bring Dwyane Bonner there to play her game. I don't think they brought her there to play her game. I just don't. I mean, we went from seeing Dwyane Bonner on the floor to Dwyane Bonner not even starting.
Exactly. Now she's not starting.
To play her game?
But Auntie, what did I say beforehand? Remember, I predicted it. I said DB is going to end up on the bench. Lexi Hall starting. Why? Because
That's the
DB
look they want.
DB needs the ball in her hand to operate. She can't get a rhythm when you got somebody dominating the ball who ain't got no bag, who's an inefficient passer in the half court. You can't do nothing with that. Kelsey Mitchell didn't even touch the ball until like the third quarter when she really had the ball hog to get her points off. Kelsey Mitchell had the ball hog.
Y'all asked me, does DB know she was brought in not to play her game? She's finding out now. It's Heat 13. She finding out right now because she ain't playing her game. I know. I know that you need Dwyane Bonner there. I'm saying that I don't think that they brought her there to play her game. I don't think that they're gonna unlock Dwyane Bonner.
Bro,
I think that they're gonna try to put her in a box and use her in spots.
But Auntie, my thing is this. AB continues to save you, and she doesn't get no respect. I don't care about the elbows she throw. You know what? I'll take AB's throwing elbows, pushing you out the lane, all of the tripping. I'll take it because you know why? AB has the highest field goal percentage in the league. Period.
You ain't got to tell me about.
So
AB.
I'm tired of but Auntie, I'm not talking to you or the Gamecock fans. I already know you know. I'm talking to the idiots who keep saying CC. Listen, I'm being real with you. CC ain't showed me shit yet. She ain't showed me shit.
So here's the thing.
She hasn't showed me it.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You say she haven't shown you shit. When she does show you something, what do you think it's gonna be?
Well, you know what it's gonna be? You know what you want? You know what I want her to show me?
That's all.
Make the proper play in the clutch.
Okay.
Make the proper move in the clutch. Your 3-ball off, get to the next level. Get everybody involved. Play without the ball in your hand. Can you play at least 20 or 30% of the game with the ball out your hand? That's all I want to see. That's it.
Do you think the coach told her that?
No.
I don't think that's what the coach told her.
Stephanie's
I think the coach is saying more CC the better.
Auntie, that's what she's doing. But that's why Stephanie White was brought in. Stephanie White was brought in, Auntie. You know why she was brought in? To keep on letting CC be CC. Because you know why? Chrissy Sides last year, what did Chrissy Sides do? She was benching CC, or she was taking the ball out of her hand, right? And what did they say? Oh, she needs to be fired because she's taking the ball out of her hand. The only reason Stephanie White's there is to cater to her. That's it.
Well, that's good. That's because Chrissy Sides, who I told y'all was fired as soon as they drafted CC, decided to go out on her own sword. Like, I'm gonna do it my way. Did you see DB face on the last possession of the game? She was pissed. Yeah, she was pissed. You know why?
I know she was. Kelsey Mitchell.
They didn't bring me here to beat me.
Look at Kelsey Mitchell's face. Kelsey Mitchell shows you she hates it. Kelsey Mitchell literally, CC was calling for the ball. Kelsey Mitchell just waved her off and did her own thing. For the next 3 or 4 possessions, go back and watch that tape. Because I know y'all CC fans don't watch tape. Y'all don't watch nothing but her.
Yeah, AB shot nearly 60% with Erica Wheeler, the point guard as a rookie. Listen,
Carmella, we know that.
Listen. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Chicago, Indiana. Would y'all still take Erica Wheeler right now? Think about how Erica Wheeler look in Indiana. Y'all was like, get her.
Auntie.
Y'all hated Erica Wheeler last year.
Auntie, somebody came to my chat talking about Erica Wheeler. I said, dude, Erica Wheeler can ball. You know why? Because Skylar Diggins can play without the goddamn ball in her hand.
Erica Wheeler.
That's the point.
Is having the time of her life.
Y'all don't
doing her best Jewel Lloyd impression.
Y'all don't understand.
Erica Wheeler having a good time.
Y'all don't understand basketball. Erica Wheeler was never trash. Y'all called her trash because she was messing up. You know why she was messing up? Because she couldn't get into a rhythm. There's a thing called rhythm. A lot of teams like the Minnesota Lynx, why do you think a lot of times their players stay in rhythm even when they go cold? Because they're moving the ball. The ball's moving. You can't keep the ball and hold the ball and then think you're going to win games. Why do you think Indiana lost to Connecticut last year? Because it was ball dominant. It was ball dominant offense instead of what they were doing, moving the ball. Go look at Phoenix right now with AT. AT's moving the ball and got all those players who y'all say ain't no-name players balling right now.
My girl, Lexi Hill, baby, balling in Phoenix with AT, baby.
Hill, balling. Sammy Whitcomb, who was with the Sonics, balling. The girl Uzu from Dallas last year, balling. The Makani chick, she's a rookie. Makani from the Nigerian team, that Renee Wakama coach, balling right now. Talk to me about real basketball instead of trolling. I know my shit. Do y'all?
I gotta ask you
this. Niggas, man, y'all lame as hell, bro. Come on.
Y'all realize that the players Spoon work with at Unrivaled are balling out right now. AB, Slim, and Derek.
Exactly.
So, okay. Hold on, I gotta hit the shoulders. I gotta hit the shoulders for Philip here, and then we're gonna get to that. The support for him. Let's go. Keep the conversation going. So let's talk about that. So does that mean that we think that Teaspoon should be development players?
Yes, she's a great development coach.
Okay.
That's what they should have did. What they should have done was they should have let her be a developmental coach, and they should have hired somebody to be the coach. They would have been fine. But because y'all wanted they wanted to hire her because she has a name in the league, and they were trying to keep Kai Copper, and they tried to attract free agents by using her. But when NECA and Scholar got there, they like, y'all ain't got shit here. They went to Seattle. So Kai got the trade. Dana and what's her name? Mabry was supposed to be traded before the season, but Jeff talked them into playing time and started. So that's the only reason why they stayed. And that's the only reason why they hired Teaspoon early. That's it.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just had to say this. Pastor, why are you still talking, bro?
Right.
Like, why are you still talking? Like, and why do you keep showing up here if we talking about some shit that you don't want to talk about? Every comment you make is detracting away from the conversation. So if you didn't know, let me tell you, please leave. But I don't even want to have to shadow realm you. Just go and click off. Move around. Find where they talking about the shit that you talking about.
Exactly.
I don't see nobody else even really engaging with the little comments that you making. So go on, bro. I'm respectfully, bro. Move around. You don't
just because you don't talk to Dub don't mean that we don't talk to. We talking women's ball. This is a women's
198 motherfuckers in here talking to Dub. I don't give a fuck what they talking about at your whack ass barbershop. They ain't talking about shit right now. Then move around, bro. Move around. Just
nobody care about that shit.
Whatever they talking about, what they talking about at your barbershop? The Young and the Restless. Take your soap opera, watch your ass over there and talk about that then. Because there ain't shit going on in the NBA right now. It ain't shit going on in the MLB right now. It ain't shit going on in the NFL. So go on, bro. If you want to talk about the days of our lives and Young and the Restless, take your soap opera ass on over there and talk about that shit.
Right.
So we talking hoops over here.
Exactly. What? We talking about ballers. You over here talking about bullshit.
Like this motherfucker just need attention or something. I got time.
That's all he needs,
bro. I'm just here. I'm just here. Motherfucker gone. Cause you keep talking about what we talking about. If you don't want to talk about, what the fuck is you here for? God damn, it's a whole lot of channels on YouTube. Find the one that's for you.
Yeah, my team,
bro.
Yeah, and then Spoon developed Zion. Yeah. That's why Zion doing what he doing. Spoon did that. So yeah, Spoon is a great developmental coach. And she should have been hired to be that.
Whichever one of my wrenches is in here. I asked this motherfucker to leave respectfully, and he's still talking. Please help him find out. Put his ass out in the rain or playing in the street. Help him find his tribe. This ain't it.
pretty ugly.
This ain't it.
They not Don Staley.
Hey, let's
Listen,
go.
Don Staley wasn't going to bring a CC that you guys have to
Thank you.
understand. CC attitude and all of that. It's the same thing with Enrique. They've been given the ball their whole life. They don't know how to play without the ball. They've been told, score, do this, do that. What HD? My 8-year-old son hit his second walk-off homer to say, "Oh, good job, Angelo! Yeah,
Oh, they hitting walk off this bitch. They hitting walk-offs
we
out there.
got Barry Bonds. We got Barry Bonds coming, Angelo.
Oh, let's go.
We got Barry Bonds.
There we go. We got to celebrate. We celebrate all the kids now. We celebrate the kids. My bad,
Yeah.
y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, only if they good now. You know, we don't want to lie to you. We don't want to lie and say, man, he a beast.
We
And then
don't tell no lies, but we celebrate the kids now. Let's
right,
go.
we celebrate the kids now. But yeah, Shanti, CC won't be able to handle no Don. Don gonna go in. CC gonna be over there just like, I can't believe she talked to me like that.
So okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, okay, because my T girl is saying CC is uncoachable. Uncoachable in what sense? And then do you think Lucy Olsen and Kate Martin showed up better prepared for the W than CC did? Or what is that? What do you mean with that statement? Let me know. I'm interested there.
Yeah, my T girl. Yeah, I want to hear you. But yeah, look, my thing is if you're going to my thing is AB should be talked about more. I'm not saying she's the best big because JJ, like I said, I got JJ as my second or third best player in the world. But AB has been balling. She got to be up there in the top 3 posts if we're talking about it. Like listen, since last year, Auntie AB, because remember the beginning of the year, kind of started off slow. But as the season matured in the second half of the season, and now we're here.
You know what it was?
AB balling.
They tried to play AB like she wasn't the rookie of the year, the returning rookie of the year that it changed the game there. So it took a minute for them to figure it out. And Michelle, aka 85 Flight, let me know that they call AB. Yes, Jesus loves me. AB is so positive, bro, that I think all of that energy around her. Because, like I said, yes, she just loves me. She's just in her heart, man. She's a good person. She's positive. She's not confrontational. All of that took some getting used to for her.
She like Reggie White. Like they're like off the field, like off the court or field, they're like the most nicest, humblest human beings. But they get on that court or whatever, they gonna beat the mess out of you in God's name.
Exactly. And then pray We'll pray with you before the game and pray for you after the game. You have to,
after we drop this dub on you, you know it's still God loves you.
No, and she's not okay. Here's the thing, though, too. Like she's never gonna get the respect that we feel like she deserves in
right.
She's never going to get that respect.
Oh, my T girl answered your question, Auntie. She said they play better off ball and in team systems. Olsen is used off the bench, but still better than CC. That's what she's saying. Because they off the ball. Lucy is balling for them off the bench. I ain't gonna hold you. She nice.
Hold on. Y'all know what I call Lucy in the season. Lucy Jordan Olsen.
Hey, look, man. Hey, she lit USC ass up.
Hey, they had her looking like Jordan out there. Okay. I never really took a deep dive into Iowa. Y'all feel like CC was disrespecting Bluter? Wow.
Oh, CC? Yeah, she disrespected Bluter. She disrespects everybody. Because she's never been checked for her attitude. I did a shout out congratulating you and other Storm fans, Coach or MJ. Oh, okay. You talking to somebody in the chat. Talking to Eagles brother.
Eagles brother. She averaged less than 4 assists in high school. She only passed the ball when she didn't have a shot. And Gino didn't want nothing to do with it.
No, Gino said.
I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't watching her in high school. So I don't know.
I seen her in high school, but I was turned off by it because all it was she was just playing against average players and just cooking them. She could play. Look, I'll never take away CC's talent. She can play, but it's like I said, to me, you have to have a complete game if you're going to dominate the ball that long. Like Chelsea Gray could dominate the ball because she got a complete game, whether it's passing or scoring or whatever. Asia could dominate the ball because she could play without it and she could play with the ball. So my thing is you have to be able to do both. You got to have a bag around you if you want to keep going in the next level of the league. Because if you keep being the same each year, they're going to keep on shutting you down each year because they know what you're coming with. You got to counteract it. You got to be able to counter it. Besides being an assistant coach, she don't want to be a head coach, Nadira. She never wanted to be a head coach. They just gave her the job because nobody else wanted it. She said it herself.
If she wanted to be a head coach again, I would let her.
Yeah, I would. Look what she did. She got that team to the playoffs last year.
I would absolutely let her. And I told you I felt like she was fired not because of doing a bad job, but just because
who came in. Yep. Because listen, Chrissy Sides is not gonna let you do everything you want to do. Like she's a coach. Stephanie White's a coach, but Stephanie White, the thing that Stephanie White brings is she has better defensive schemes than Chrissy Sides had, and she know how to put the players in better position. So she knows how to work around. But with CC on offense, she had to bench her because if she didn't bench CC, they wouldn't have been able to get an offensive rhythm going. Mm-hmm. She had to. CC messes your rhythm up. Unless if she's going to AB every time, bet. But even when she goes to the bench, their offense gets a whole lot better. It's a lot more ball movement. Lexi Hole could get into her positions. AB could be AB, whether it's scoring with her post moves or post work or passing. To me, I think she's one of the best, if not best, bigs that's passing in the league. Like, so you got to look at the whole picture. You can't just look at one thing. That you got to look at it. So that's what I'm saying is like, it's like you got to be able to, like, CC just never was checked for her attitude or taught to me how to play without the ball in her hand. She just never had to because she was able to shoot that long distance three. That basically helped her get out of a lot of jams. She played in a defensively weak conference. People forget it was SEC guard play that shut down our both years. Yeah, but she also did well against the SEC defense. So she's done two things before. But consistently, she struggles against real good defenses. And in the W, these ain't the college defenders. Everybody in the W finna bring that pressure to you. CC is an Allie Quigley type player. The Sky didn't need her for PG setting screens or defense or job. Yeah, that's it. That's why the Fever were able to do better because of her 3-point shooting. Shanti says CC needed a black coach growing up. Where were you gonna find a black coach in where's she from? Iowa? Yeah, where were you gonna find a black coach in Iowa? You weren't finna find that. You weren't finna find that at all. Not in Iowa. I like Sides, and she has earned the head coaching spot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Josh. CC out 2 weeks, quad. Yeah, we know. We talked about it earlier. Stephanie White flaws. She cannot coach closing games. I agree, my T-girl. That's Stephanie White's only issue is closing games. She's terrible at closing games. Let's see. AB is the second best big in the league. I agree with that. I say that. If you look at the bigs, you would put her over Ezzy because Ezzy, I think, is in the top 3 or 4 bigs in the league. So
now, why y'all got the girl being bad in preschool? Y'all is taking me out.
You saw that comment?
She was bad as hell in preschool. She didn't know how to act at the preschool. Y'all,
she took the Debbie cakes and everything.
Man, graham crackers, bumps on the log, laying down for a nap, taking people covers on people cots and shit. Lay your ass down.
Well, pretty ugly. I mean, hey, she's like, listen,
Well, teach her
Phil Jackson did the same thing, but do you know what the difference was between Stephanie White and Phil Jackson? Phil Jackson knew how to close. Stephanie White still has yet to close as a head coach with the built team. You know, she got to learn how to close. If the Fever play better without CD, what's going to be the conversation about? I mean, that they play good, that they're saying CC inspired them to play good. That's all they're going to do. Like, we know the narratives they're going to run.
Right.
Side to me was better coach for CC because she was forcing her to develop her game.
They didn't want development. They didn't want development.
They didn't want development, though. They like CC for what she is. They want her to shoot logo threes because that's the business model. You make money off of that. They don't care.
That's what they sold the people on.
That's what they sold them on.
Threes. That they come to see that.
Right. The push off. That's the CC move. Like,
what?
Look,
oh, man, you ain't, bro. It's like
the bowl.
Look, CC.
Listen, that's what they like. Soon you're gonna get a letter around the league. You can't defend her like you need to. So hey, I'm just waiting for that day. I'm just waiting for that day.
You think the Fever gonna struggle without her? I don't think so. We're gonna see.
We'll see. I don't know. You still.
And the reason I say that, Pharaoh, is especially because of the teams that they're gonna play against.
Yeah, you got 3 all-stars over there right now. So no.
I don't see them struggling in these 4 games.
Yeah, I don't either.
I definitely do not see that. We got 197 in this chat right now. Make the math make sense. When you hit the like, hit the share. If you didn't hit the like already, hit the like for us. Make sure y'all are subscribed on both platforms. Subscribed on both platforms so y'all don't miss the drops.
Yeah, Mario, Phil Jackson, MJ, and Kobe too. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you got to remember, Michael had to change how he played. Kobe had to adjust to how he played.
Yes, they did.
Like, CC, when are you going to adjust? I'm still waiting. That's how you become great. Like, Angel could go out there and force up shots and get 18 points. She could if she want to. Angel's trying to figure out how to get Miller the ball, how to get everybody involved, and how to win. Her dominating the ball ain't going to help you win. That's why she has a national title and why CC doesn't. Because they did for whatever the team needed.
Hey, Country Notary, it's wild. Colson as the backup point guard don't look that promising in Indiana, right? But you know what's crazy? It looked like Colson is a missing piece in Las Vegas right now. That's wild to me. Like, like we should have held on to Colson. You got the Mystics beating the Fever. I think in one of those games, I got them splitting it. I got them splitting it. The CC will improve her assist turnover ratio to around 3-1. That'll be a huge factor in compete more on defense. Yep. Yeah, I don't know that they're really gonna put her in positions where she will compete more on defense. They're gonna put her in positions where she's gonna be able to be the sole rebounder and jumpstart the offense with a defensive rebound. And they're gonna put her, I think, in situations where, like, we saw a game where she had like 4 blocks. Like, she'll be able to get some blocks. She'll be able to have some rebounds where people will be able to say, like, yo, this is where she's contributing on defense, but she's never gonna really just turn into like slap the floor. I'm finna shut somebody down. That's not where they're going.
Right. Although CC is good at logo threes, ain't logo shots bad shots if she becomes inefficient. Do coaches tell her? No, they tell her keep shooting that bitch. That's what they tell her, man. Look, she the money. She the money.
Matter of fact, at one point, and I don't know if this is still accurate, at one point she was more accurate the further away from the 3-point line that she got.
She was.
The 3-point line that she got to shoot the 3.
She misses.
Further away.
Yeah.
Knock that bitch down.
Yep. That's why I'm saying that's why she wouldn't be good in the 3-point contest. Because you have to stand still and shoot. I don't think that she's not that type of player. She gotta do her little step to the side, to the left, and let it fly. That's the only way she can get it. Yeah. Or in transition, she could just shoot it up. Yeah.
Yeah, Seattle Storm destroyed the Aces. Destroyed us. After
But I
after the
said,
play.
I told Rob they got a good team over there. Look, man, Wheeler changes life for them because when Wheeler come in, they flip the whole momentum of the game. Wheeler is a solid point guard.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why
but
other teams didn't go get her, but I guess because Indiana they thought she was trash, which was
it was the
stupid.
money. It was the money. How much Wheeler make? I think it's the money for Wheeler. Wheeler was what they pissed off about Wheeler is one of the top paid players in the league, and people like she don't score enough to make that money. I don't care. Her agent got the money. Don't be mad. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Man, Wheeler.
Her agent sold it. She and they signed the deal. Now she delivering for whatever it is they asking her to do. But I liked Wheeler last year.
Yeah, I
But
did too.
I think that with the Aces, shit, Kia Stokes can't be on the floor for us. We got to start Kidley. And we're gonna have to figure out our guards. We gonna have to figure out our guards. We got to be able to defend.
Well, Henry, we know that Henry, like when the threes weren't falling. Yeah. Like, look, Cece can pass, but it's how she passes. She passes a lot either in the pick and roll. She can make the backdoor passes, but she's mainly dangerous in transition. That's what makes Cece who she is. And then when she played in that conference in the Big Ten, they don't have the defenders to stop that. So she's gonna go off. Now you're in the W, and then you're playing against real defenders now. Like you can't do everything you used to do. That's why you gotta adjust. You can't play the same way you played in college or in high school. You gotta adjust now. You gotta learn how to come off those screens. She can't even get off the press. When they're pressing her off those screens, she can't even get off. That's a bad thing. That's real bad. So you got to learn how to get off. She don't know how to get off of those. That's why she
Mm-hmm.
struggles.
You think Aces need to go get Camilla? We need a dominant center. We need to play.
Man,
Kidley.
listen.
We need to play Kidley. She's 6'6". We need to play her.
Listen, y'all got Kitley, but if y'all get Camilla, good, save her.
Yeah, but here's the reality of the situation is we don't have shit to give away to go get Camilla. So I don't even get in them conversations.
Right. It's like who
what will we trade? We don't even have a pick next year. So what are we?
Right. So you don't. So who you gonna trade? You'll have to trade damn near your whole bench.
Yeah, Parker Tyus isn't out for the year. Parker Tyus, I think they said late June, early July.
Yeah.
So
the Aces need to go get
Alicia Clark is somebody else too that we missed. But I also feel like Asia just misses having her girls around her. Like when Asia looks around Las Vegas, it's like who is this? These ain't the ones that I prayed with, that I cried with, that I popped champagne with. Like only a couple of them around now. She looking around, so it look real different around
here. Plus Aaliyah Nye, like I said about Aaliyah Nye is good when her shot's falling, but when her shot's not falling, man, she got to get that defense up.
Not only that, like it's good. It's nice to say, nephew, yo, she got a shot, but talk to me about the defense. Because she got to do something. She got to do something going on the other side. You ain't just shooting out here, honey.
But Auntie, listen, when I did my Stars Hoop Central, I told him over there, I said, look, she may shoot more volume threes than Breezy, but Breezy shoot it when it counts, and she gives you defense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, like, look, I can't take your specialty over a player who play both sides of the ball. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm too old school. Breezy could have been a big help. So hey,
my T girl, even if the trades are more flexible, what the hell do the Las Vegas Aces have to trade for Camilla except Asia? What the hell would they trade? What would they take? What? I mean, now if you're telling me that you could pack up a Leah Nye and Bradford and say, hey man, take this and send me, and Chicago is stupid enough to send 6'7" Camila Cardoso, a centerpiece.
Listen, they might be
a foundation of an organization. If they stupid enough to do that, man, pack it up.
Yeah, they might be.
If they that stupid, send the deal.
They that stupid. until he proved me otherwise, he that stupid.
No, I don't think that. So no, I don't think that CC enters the 3-point contest because you have to be able to shoot off the rack.
Right, she's not that type.
CC gets her three off by a step back to the left.
Right.
So Cece would have to actually, and that's what. So I don't think she would ever put herself in that situation because
Kia
she's known
Stokes
for
and
shooting the
Kirsten
logo too.
Bell.
She's known for
Kia
being a shooter.
Stokes.
So you say we talking about this guy front office. So she would have to actually learn to shoot off the rack to be able to win, to be able to be successful in that in that contest. So if I'm her
She
brand is
said
probably
Kia
gonna
Stokes and Kirsten Bell. Kristen Bell, excuse me.
who's taking KB?
Man, look, if Jeff take Kate, listen, he took Bantam and Mojo.
Did you see Did you see KB? Did you see KB out there running? Looked like the only running she did this summer was to the Buffalo Wild Wings. Stop playing with me. She ain't been nowhere but to the BW3s.
Look at Bantam. Bantam don't
KB,
look,
she ain't been nowhere but to the BW3s.
Bantam don't look any better. Listen, Jeff
Shit.
traded for Bantam and Mojo. He would take that dumbass trade. I'm telling you.
Well, hey, listen, that's what I said. If y'all can get Camilla out of there, I'm looking forward to getting her out of there. So if you know how to get her out of there, send her on out.
No, that's
But
what I'm saying. If y'all want her, I believe y'all could get her because Jeff is that stupid. He traded for Mojo and Bantam. Mojo body can't.
I ain't saying nothing bad about BW3s. Shante, I like a good boneless wing myself sometimes. But I'm just saying,
no.
you
You
spent the
playing
whole
for
offseason at the BW3s?
right.
Oh my goodness.
She look
Yeah,
like
knowing
every
where the
time she
bodies
get
are
out,
buried has its perks. You better believe it.
she run up and down one sprint. Aaliyah, go over there. I be over here. I said, like she don't know where to go.
So you feel like that we should have went and got Jordan Horston and JC Sheldon, except Jordan's hurt, so she wouldn't have been able to help us this year. I'm not convinced on JC Sheldon, y'all. But okay. But
Instead of Lord,
there were definitely some different moves that we could have made. But I don't know
I
if it
don't
was
like
those.
Dana Evans, man. But Dana Evans she's just Dana Evans. But she's better than Sheldon. I'll take Dana over Sheldon.
But her fan base will be calling for her to enter like they did LeBron fans. I know you're right, but the fan excuse for why she keeps saying no will be no.
If Camilla is traded to the Aces for Key and KB.
Her fan base won't, because her fan base doesn't want to put narratives out there that we can call her out on. So they'll still hear that. They didn't bring that shit up last year. They didn't bring that
ST,
shit up last year.
if Camilla is traded, yes, Angel's gone. She's not staying. I'm just letting you know
well,
that.
here's the thing. Screw the media. Angel don't make any decision based on what is the media gonna say. You can tell by the way she moved. That's not a factor. But it would be hell. It would be hell for Chicago if Angel forces a trade out of there. That would be hell for them. Camilla is not far from it. Soon she'll look like KB. You think so? Crazy as fuck. You must didn't just watch Camilla in China.
No, not no Kirsten Bell. She way better than Kirsten
Camilla
Bell.
Cardoso don't look
Bell's
shit like
terrible.
Kirsten Bell. You can't watch a whole lot of basketball.
Nadira said, please do not bring Bell over to my team, Jeff. I'm already 2 seconds from choking. Nadira, you should have choked him already. They got Vandersloot playing 35 minutes.
Get her next draft. She is the best backup for the point guard. We'll see if the Aces get her. Said Costa contract 90 versus Erica Wheeler 79. That's this year. Aces want Asia to crash the boards, defend the perimeter, and put up shots. They need a front court with length and versatility.
That's what Kia Stokes is supposed to be.
Camilla putting on weight. Did I see how she looked in South Carolina? She was in South Carolina 3 years ago. I saw how she looked in China 3 months ago. Don't let
look way better than she is now.
Here's the thing. Y'all need to stop looking at how these uniforms have these ladies looking, because number one, they're not even cut for a female body. And what I noticed about these women, especially in the off season, is you can tell me that Camilla's putting on weight based on how she looks in her sky uniform, but when you see Camilla with her regular clothes on, what she look like?
Skinny as hell.
Putting on weight. She look like she in good ass shape. She look like she in good ass shape.
She is.
So don't just make your judgment by, I don't know if you just saw her on TV or if you saw her in person with that uniform on. Don't make your decision based on that. I don't know how much basketball you watch, because I ain't never seen you in chat before. But yeah,
I agree, Pharaoh X. I agree, Pharaoh.
Thank you. Camilla lost weight. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much Camilla watching you've been doing with your comment that you made, but
Yeah, Camilla don't
That's
look
cap.
like she put on weight. I seen Camilla without it. People don't understand that bigs have to be the anchor of the offense. That's not how Miller being used in Chicago. So people think she's out of shape and useless. Exactly, my T girl.
There we go,
She's
Frank.
being utilized incorrectly.
Miller just was posted up with the bikinis on. I don't know what you talking about. Miller got fat. Man.
That's right, my T girl. They're not using her
I
right.
don't care. I don't give a fuck about the video she did with 20 BW wings. She don't look like she's only been running 2 Buffalo Wild Wings on the court. I'm not talking about KB's goddamn TikToks. I'm talking about how KB fat ass looked out there on the court, running back and forth, looking out of shape and like she couldn't help us. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
The problem
Looking like she had no intention of playing basketball when the season started.
right,
That's what
right.
I'm talking about.
The problem with Miller is not Miller. The problem is your coaching staff. Your first chair, which is the bum coach from 3-4 years with the Dream, is in your first chair. Look at how the Dream are playing without her compared to early last season and the last 3-4 seasons before that. Completely better vibe. Everybody smiling. Now, Tyler Marsh was never a first, second, or third chair. The nigga was behind the bench being a development coach. So, yes, Miller is looking bad because of them. Angel is trying her best to keep the team together, but dog, Miller do not like this coach. You could tell by how she played. Miller can't get the ball unless it's Angel Reese. Unless it's Angel Reese.
They in your chat telling us Dolson is faster than Camila Cardoso.
Who? No, Dolson's not faster than Camilla. She's not quicker. Dolson's being put in the right position so she's able to do what she does because she has a coach. She has listen, Sydney Johnson is being successful. Go look at who's in his first chair. That black lady with the glasses and hair, she own it. She coaching players.
Who is it?
She's up out the chair. I don't know her name. I just know she be up out the chair. She be out the chair. She be telling players where to go. She be telling Sydney Johnson, this is what you need to do. That's the first chair.
Oh, you like, okay. I like you like
you see Pokey Chapman? Listen, Noel Quinn. Pokey Chapman. Pokey Chapman damn near next time. You seen the game? Pokey Chapman next to Noel Quinn coaching. That's what I need to see live.
Barbara Turner. She played at UConn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, our first chair, you know what she doing? She like this, auntie, like. I don't need you to look like you don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah, everybody watch the game. Everybody watch
right. Like,
yeah, all right.
Tyler Marsh like this. Then all of a sudden, this how I know you a token nigga. I'm sorry, folks. This how I know you a token guy. You came to LA without the glasses on, trying to look like a mother effing coach.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga.
And then had to say, where my glasses at?
Right. Then said, where my glasses at? Because you started getting ass whooped.
You couldn't see when we hired you, fool.
Started getting ass whooped in the third quarter. You had to put your glasses on just to see if you messing up. Yes. Shit. Look, my first chair don't need to be looking confused. I need my first chair knowing what to do. I watched all 3 of these games, and I watched last year's game. Even when Miller last year was out of position, she still was more effective than she is this year. And y'all complained about teaspoon X's and O's.
That was the way the teaspoon was using her, though.
Exactly.
That was the way that she was being utilized in that situation.
And she was more effective then than now. Now she come down the court, she don't know what the hell going on.
Oh, okay, yeah, Josh, just say that. That was all you had to say. You miss how Camilla played at SC. Yeah, one day
Okay,
we
so
gonna see her play like
hold
that
on,
again.
Auntie. Let me get this,
You could have
Auntie.
said all of that. You could have said that
Auntie,
without that.
let me
She
say
ain't
this.
pressing
Let
pass.
me say this, Josh. Let me say this, Josh. Don Staley, Teaspoon. Don Staley. Don Staley, Tyler Marsh. Don Staley. Do you see the difference? Do y'all see
It's
the
not there.
difference?
It's not
Hold on.
there, Josh.
Hey,
I
hey,
understand what you're saying
everybody in
now.
the back. Hey,
I
hey, you
understand what
see
it is that you're
the
saying. But
difference?
I'm gonna tell you this.
You see the
And I
difference?
listen, I don't even normally call out just other people pages to be calling them out. But if you missing how Camilla played at SC, this is page on YouTube. Robbie Robinson, man, he got all 38 of them undefeated games up there. You hear me? You don't got to
Thank
miss it.
you,
You can pull it back up. But I don't know if we're gonna see
Shanti.
it anytime real soon right now.
Shanti. Thank you, Shanti. Raven Johnson, who y'all
Don
say ain't
Staley.
shit, and Don
Mhm.
Staley. That's why Miller was playing like Miller was playing.
But I think that's the point. Like Nadera makes a great point, and I think that's Don. Don says, "What skills do I have? What are the resources that I have available? And then what am I going to do with those resources? Versus
That's true,
this is my
Nadir. You're right. You're
this is
right.
my system, and you have to fit in my system. What is this? What are the skills, and how can I make them fit together?
What messed Spoon up was you were trying to make Dana a traditional point guard. She's not a traditional point guard. Dana is a scoring first point guard. So you have to let Dana be Dana in that situation. You can't make her into a facilitator because now that you do that, you're going to lose her shot, you're going to lose her scoring, and you're going to lose her defense.
Mhm.
Because go look at James Wade. James Wade didn't play her like a traditional point guard. James Wade said, look, we gonna let Candace be the point guard, really running the point. You just gonna come down and shoot or spot up and shoot. That's all you can do with her. She don't know how to run an offense. That's not her game. No, they don't pay enough, and and
Do I
plus
think?
she
Do
got
I
more
think?
job
Hold on.
security
Do
at
I
SC.
think? Well, could and would are two different things. Do I think she could? Absolutely, she could.
Yeah,
Dawn Staley can coach at any level of basketball. She can coach in the. She can coach in the NBA. They didn't call it. The W didn't call it too. Will she coach? No, I don't think that she'll make that move. But could she? Hell yeah.
ST13. That's why I love you, ST13. Teaspoon used Camilla as an anchor on defense, blocking shots. Marsh told her to guard the 1 and the 2 and the 3, and she was utterly confused. Right. Because what he's doing is running a switch type of defense. You can't run that with Camilla on the floor. She's a big. That's why they switched to that stupid ass zone that they still was getting destroyed in, because Miller can't do that. When you have a stretch 5 or a stretch 4, Miller has to still play the post because that's what she is. You have Angel switching with them because she's a wing that plays the 4 and the 5. That's what you do. His dumb
Absolutely.
ass is trying to say, Miller, switch too. Miller can't do that. That's not Miller's game. She's a rim protector. That's like trying to tell Rudy Gobert, yo, I need you to guard Shea. He gonna get
Tiffy,
cooked.
Tiffy,
He gonna
come on.
get cooked.
Tyler don't want to run a pick and roll. I'm not sure how he still has a clipboard. That's like buying a Ferrari and saying I don't want to go fast. Fuck what? You
Man,
got
look,
you don't want to. I don't want to run. I don't want to run a pick and roll.
dog, Tyler Marsh. Listen, I'm gonna be
What?
real with y'all. Tyler Marsh is a dumbass coach, bro. I'm sorry. Look, Kia Nurse, I don't know. As a coach, I'm like, Kia, your 3 ball's not working. We're going to run an action for you to shoot the mid range. Do you know Kia Nurse was making her mid range shots and they continued to run her to the wing into the top of the 3?
Yeah, sound
Let
about right.
let let
Sound like
her
why they
do
did.
it. Let her do it. She move her inside to get a rhythm. You move your players inside closer to the basket to get a rhythm. It's like Paul George. My boy Showtime said this best. Paul George is a guy where if he can get to the free throw line or get a couple layups or a mid-range off, Paul George cannot get his 3 ball off because that's the type of player he is. Kia Nurse may have to do that because her 3 ball sucks right now. You got her coming out and shooting 5, 6 threes, and she missing all of them.
We and
So
we answered this question before. Damn, did Tyler Marsh learn anything as an assistant coach? Yes, he did. Yeah, absolutely he did. But what he the rings are for the assistant work that he did on those championship teams. But just
yes,
because he got some rings for some assistant coach stuff that he did, don't mean that he was prepared to be a head coach. And,
not at
and,
all.
and my point about Tyler Marsh was, I'm not even saying that he wasn't prepared to be a head coach. He was not prepared to be the head coach in an organization that's a mess like Chicago.
Right,
He was not prepared. He doesn't have enough basketball cachet about himself to be able to walk into this organization where
right,
the front office is messed up, the coaching position is messed up, and then the bench is a mess, and the rest of the personnel is a mess. There's no real system. They don't have facilities. They're trying to still bring back the fans. Like, this was too much for a first time head coach to walk into and try to figure out. That's why he's walking in there looking like he's doing a goddamn Carlton dance. That's why. Because the shit is too overwhelming for dude.
yeah.
That's all.
That's
Now,
why he had
if he'd have
that's
walked
why he had
into
his
it, if he'd have
glasses
walked
off.
into, man, took the glasses off, put them on, he don't know what he doing. He's just trying to figure it out, man. He's trying to fake it till he make it, and it ain't working.
Not
That,
dear.
that,
You
that
said
this,
you
this
said
is
you
what
need this hoodie,
this what
not
got him
dear.
like this right now.
You said you need this hoodie, this specially
Man,
customized.
man, you better put it in the store. You better put it in the
Oh,
store and let them know it's
oh, I got
available.
him. I got it. Nadir, yeah, I got you, Nadir. You got to pay a little extra to the cash app for that.
The merch is coming.
The merch
Hey man,
coming.
he out there looking like Carlton, bro. He out
He
there.
is Mario. He is
That bro,
Carl,
he don't know what
bro.
he doing, bro. He look a fool out there,
When
all
he
beat
didn't
everything.
when he didn't have his glasses on, we did the
You
game
ain't know who he
yesterday.
was.
Me
You
and
ain't know he
Show
was.
Me and Show did the play by play yesterday. I said, dog, he ain't got no glasses on. Show was like, oh, now he want to be serious. This is going to
Bro,
be a long game. And guess what? It was a long ass game. He
hey,
don't know what he doing. He don't.
got Camilla running around the court finding people to guard like a like a chicken with her head cut off. It's ridiculous.
Bruh, don't nobody know what's going on. When Angel's confused, I know we in trouble. I know
So
we're in
here's the
trouble.
question: with all of the trouble that they got, do the Sky make the playoffs this year?
You know what? I'm settling. I don't think they make it. I don't even know if they win 10 games. I don't know if they win 10 games.
Not as currently constructed.
Not currently constructed.
I think what did I give them? Between 9 and 14, 9 and 13? I forgot what I said last night.
Man, they might be last. Look, I don't even
Currently
think they could
constructed
be. I don't know if they could be
currently constructed,
Connecticut.
no.
I don't think they could beat Connecticut. I don't think they could beat Dallas. I don't think they could beat Phoenix tomorrow. I don't think they could beat anybody. They're
But
gonna
here's the
get
other
their
thing.
wins by luck. I don't
How
see it.
many but and so with that said, it's like, okay, now how many of them games is Angel and Camilla just gonna keep sitting by like, okay, we still working. Okay, we on our way. How long
Bruh.
before they off the train?
You want me to
Last
be honest? You want me to be
Yeah, let's
honest?
go.
I think they off the train now. I just think they're just saving face. I think they're off the train. I really believe Miller do not like this coach and this system. Angel doesn't like the way everything's being ran because Miller's not getting the ball because Angel wants Miller to get going so then everybody else can get going. Ariel Atkins was a waste of a trade because you're only giving her 6 shots a goddamn game.
Mm-hmm.
But when she gets the ball, she actually scoring and is our best shooter, best mid-range player. But
Okay,
you only
let
give
me
her
tell you
6 attempts. You only give her 6 attempts, but then you're gonna run this damn system with Bantam, with Becca, with Kia, and Vandersloot. Those are who they're running the system around. Vandersloot and the wings. And they all
this.
suck.
And I see y'all saying if y'all fire Marsh, but y'all know if y'all fire Marsh, it's not Rena that's gonna take
We're gonna
control.
get
It would be
Tanisha
Tanisha Wright.
gonna be there. And it's gonna be worse. Right? I don't know I really believe this guy don't know what he's doing as far as a GM. He don't know what he's doing. Tyler has to understand my system doesn't work for this type of team. I got to change it. When you gonna change it, Tyler? I would have changed it after the first game. After I got my ass whooped, I'm changing it.
Tyler, that dude that be on Madden, they got his 4, 5, 6 favorite plays that he go to, and then when he play against somebody that really play Madden, he ain't got nothing.
He ain't got it. That's him.
He can't make no adjustment. He can't make no adjustment. He can't press the coverage. He can't back off. That motherfucker got 5 plays that he run real good on offense and defense. 5 of them. Soon as you like put a real Madden player down, oh, that's reading you, moving they players around. Shit,
done data.
He done with. Tyler don't want to play no more.
No, he sucked. Look, Auntie, you don't watch the game. You don't play the game since yay high. You know, any coach, anybody you watched or play with, you're changing after you got your ass kicked. You changing a lot of things up because you know that shit ain't work. You throw that shit out. You don't even watch the film. It's like, it's over with. We finna go with this new thing. You come back with the same bullshit game plan. And the only reason y'all only lost by that much by New York is because New York missed some threes. They missed some threes. I don't understand what this dude want to do. It's bad.
Why do y'all think Tanisha? Why you say Tanisha wouldn't take it? You say Tanisha's scary.
Man, Tanisha would take that job. She would take that job
in this league again.
Yeah, she do. She do. Magical change a tire while to play and one. It's not even that ST13. The thing is, I just got my ass whooped on opening night. I'm not coming with the same bullshit. We shaking some things up. This dude didn't switch nothing. Listen, he got Sloot averaging 35 minutes a game. Sloot ain't finna make it to the 10th game this year. She gonna be out. She 36. You playing her like she 26. Angel cuts out Tyler. Oh yeah, Angel gonna choke Tyler. You might have a Latrell go down.
Man. So we got some offers that we watching. Nephew, what else you got up today?
We were gonna have a show this week, guys, but we're gonna have a show next week for Stars Hoop Central. We're coming back next week. I'll probably have a show later talking about the games. I'm finna go get some of this Memorial Day eating, get fatter. I'm gonna make sure to keep
the barbecue calling you. Like the barbecue was calling you.
Keep calling
you.
The barbecue keep calling me.
I see you looking around like everybody. I see you looking. I'm like, dang, is everybody walking by with their plates or what?
Hey, cover that bitch like this, like.
Hey.
Where the plate at?
Where the plate's at?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a show later, y'all. Other than that, I'm chilling, man. I did my early day video earlier. I crashed out on Jeff P, so I got that out my system. I'm good for the rest of the week because I know we losing tomorrow and we losing Thursday.
Oh, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us on Memorial Day. Man, if you did not hit that like on the way in, hit that like on the way out. Make sure y'all are subscribed to both platforms. Go on HDI TV, go on Cess Talk Sports, hit the subscribe on both, ring the bell on both. Don't miss the drops. I got barbecue ready too, so I'm finna eat and see what's going on. But I'm back later on with Coach Rowe. Y'all know it's gonna be some silliness tonight.
Double roll 7.
Double roll 7 in the building tonight. And then tomorrow. Oh, we got me and Rob the Man. Me and Rob the Man is back tonight. We talking aces, strictly aces. What the hell is wrong with the aces? How we gonna fix the aces? Pull up, hang out with us for that. And then we got like I said, now joining the conversation. So 2 more shows coming up tonight. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like I said, if you didn't hit that like on the way in, hit that like on the way out, and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon. Now what? The sound off.